as we go along. And of course, our panelists will take a look at the highs and lows of the two sides as they go head to head in this afternoon's encounter. It's a top game when it comes to the Ghana Premier League, and the results at the end of 90 minutes will tell a whole different story depending on the performance of the two teams here this afternoon. Once again, you are very welcome. This is Max TV, where we bring you nothing but the best, and we will tell you how we do it here, simplified but with a difference. Okay, so we are roaring and ready to go, and we'll take a look at the chances of the two sides that will be in action here today. Don't forget the Ghana Premier League gradually clawing some pride and clawing some image, some leverage as we go through the competition. The first round has been buzzing with a lot of actions. Teams have showcased what they have planned over the preseason, and the league table gives us a fair idea of what to expect in this afternoon's encounter. This afternoon with me in the studio to take a look at the chances of the two sides are two gentlemen who have followed the Ghana Premier League with a lot of keen interest. Seated next to me is Nana Edu, a regular face and a regular voice here on Max TV and, of course, Max Radio, and he will be sharing his thoughts. He's traveled far and wide. He's watched almost every club this season. And so he's one of the few people who can give us an in-depth analysis into what the team possess going forward into the competition. The gentleman seated on the far right is another regular face here on Max TV, Blackgate, we call him. And Blackgate will be giving us, bringing us up to speed with what to expect in this game. He's got a lot more information about certain teams. I'll give him the opportunity. We will dabble into that because I get to learn a lot from him. And so anytime I have the opportunity to share the platform or the studio with him, I get to learn a lot. He knows what is happening, the ins and the outs, etc. But today I will limit him to the match at the University of Ghana State. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the studios.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so I have been with you on a regular basis, Blackgate, on the Sports Daily. Yeah. But how does it feel to hit the nail on the head with the Ghana Premier League?
Well, we are all happy, excited to have the Ghana Premier League back.
Sure.
On Ghana's best free-to-air channel, Max TV. And we've been doing this for the past 4 or 5 years. So it's continuity.
Yeah.
And Ghanaians love to watch the game. Sometimes you go around the mall or you go around town, people see you and ask you, when are you guys bringing back the Ghana Premier League on Max TV? And I tell them we'll be back soon. I'm happy that today happens to be the first day we are starting our studio discussion on the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season, and fans can be excited as we'll bring them everything concerning the Ghana Premier League live in HD in a premium discussion here on the set as always.
All right, let me take the first opening remarks from Nane, who has also traveled near and far and has almost watched all the teams in action, and he's keenly interested in the Swedru All Blacks fight to remain in the Ghana Premier League. Nanedu,
what a time to see Ghana Premier League back on Mass TV.
Indeed.
And I think it's an interesting time when you look at the fixtures, the games coming on, the rates at which most of the teams in the Ghana Premier League are eager to do something in the league. This particular season, arguably, is going to be one of the tightest seasons among the teams who are fighting for the Premier League title. When look
Round, we are in operation. This time round, we are in operation. We are on a mission. The mission is we need to get out from the bottom. The mission is we want to escape relegation. So it started last week, and we are taking it a step at a time. And today is another hurdle for us to clear.
The thing is game by game. We're thinking about game by game, so every game is very important for us, and it's look like cup way. We thinking about always the 3 points. We try to compete, and we believe that the football always giving you the chance to fix your situation or to put your team in good position and to climbing in the table.
Last time around against Dreams FC, they beat them, and so they've managed to secure 3 valuable points. Swedru All Blacks stayed at home and drew goalless, and so there's a lot of pressure on them coming into this game. Tomorrow, Saturday, the 6th of December, we'll have Nations FC stay at home, and they would also want to ensure that home invincibility or that home performance they have. This time, it's Heart of Lions who come visiting. Sunday will be the crunch of the matches. Hohoe United FC will welcome Kumasi Asante Kotoko to the Hohoe Stadium. That, for me, is a mouth-watering game. We'll talk a little bit about that. FC Samatex 1996 stay at home. The Fortress is what their stadium is known, and that's the Century Park, the Century Stadium. And they take on BBNE Gold Stars. Dreams FC and Bichim United have a date. This game, I understand, will be played at the Tuba AstroTurf. Vision FC return home to the near J. Kraku, the second park in Tema, where they take on Young Apostles. Mediama, the TNA Park, will be their home grounds. They welcome Brekum Chelsea. Baseke Holy Stars travel all the way to Doma to take on Adriana Football Club, whilst Karela United Football Club and Accra Hearts of Oak have a date. The Phobians will be traveling all the way to the north to engage in that encounter. So, viewers, with the pairings for this weekend, plus, of course, the positions on the league table and the results recorded from last week, we'll try and take a sneak preview into the chances of the teams as we delve into match day 13. It promises to bring a lot of excitement. And gentlemen, I will start the excitement with you here in the studio. We are crossing over to the University of Ghana Stadium in just a couple of minutes to witness 11 Wonders, to see whether they can produce that wonder again for a second victory. But of course, they've got tough customers in Swedru All Blacks. Nanedu, let me start with you.
Big games coming on this particular weekend.
I was told that you just came back from Swedru. Yeah. Let's get into
monitoring one or two things.
Exactly. Let's get into the feeling from Swedru, how the fans, are projecting themselves towards this game.
Well, when you speak to the fans of Swedru All Blacks, their first away win in the Ghana Premier League came at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Okay.
2 weeks ago against Dreams FC. They were here, they were able to beat Dreams FC at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So they have the belief, coming back to the University of Ghana Stadium, they will come there with that confidence to get some results out of the game. Remember their game at home last weekend, they drew at home. So they believe that it would have to come to University of Ghana and get the maximum 3 points. That will help them get a respectable number of points on the league log. So all Blacks are eager to come and get a 3-pointer against 11 Wonders. When you look at the league log, 11 Wonders as a football club, they are struggling.
They are.
In the Ghana Premier League. They just won their first game in the Premier League last weekend against the same team All Blacks won against them, Dreams FC. So it means Mr. Adu, the new coach of 11 Wonders, the third coach after week 12 in the Ghana Premier League, is eager to also do something for 11 Wonders. It's a difficult moment. When you look at the log and the points for these teams, 1-2 wins, it will elevate you to the next level for the Premier League log. So they believe they can get something out of this. Yeah. All Blacks are eager to get the 3 points at the University of Ghana Stadium. This particular game is one of the games that we call is match of equals. All Blacks can win, 11 Wonders can win, it can end in a draw. But I think All Blacks today are eager to get the maximum 3 points at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
Well, it stands tall for All Blacks if they can do the unthinkable, or if they can do the thinkable to win the game. But they are going into a game against the bottom-placed club who have not fared too well. So far, out of 12 matches, they've won 1, they've drawn 3, and lost 8 on the run. How difficult will this be for 11 Wonders to see whether they can replicate what they did last week?
Well, if you look at 11 Wonders, the handlers of this team happens to be the same people that handled Legon Cities last season.
Okay.
And if you look at how they started the season, it's a problem for their fans because the team actually qualifies Techima, 11 Wonders in Techima. Then there was change of ownership. So the team normally wouldn't play in Techima. So the team got brought to Accra. And they didn't start well at their favorite home ground. They would have loved to start at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. But the stadium was going through some mini renovation at that time. So they had to play in Accra and sometimes outside Accra. I think they play
They
one
even
or two
played in
games in
Swedru.
Swedru. So if you look at them, in the first 12 games of the season, they've won 1, drawn 3, and lost the rest.
Exactly.
And it was just last weekend that they managed to this week Monday, actually, that they beat Dreams FC by 2-0 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I've watched them. I watched a couple of their games this season, and Naidu will bear me witness to this. That they've not been that terrible. It's just that they play in the faces of the game, and they were not able to maximize the opportunities that they carved out in those games.
Okay.
And the Ghana Premier League is a very brutal league. You play in the faces of the game. In sections or patches that you are playing better, you've got to convert your premium chances. When you fail to convert those chances, they will come back to haunt you. So in some of the games, they play very well, but at the end of the day, they end up losing. Typical example, against Hearts of Oak. They lost that game by 1-0. But they played very well, to the extent that at the end of 90 minutes, even the Phobian fans were not happy with the performance of the Hearts of Oak team. You look at some of the games that they've played, and you ask yourself, would they be able to survive relegation? Because you've got to win some, you've got to draw some, and you've got to lose some. But they were on a losing spree. They changed 2 coaches. Even one of them didn't even last for more than 20 days in the hot seat. And that tells you that Coach Jay Sapon wasn't ready to settle for something that will come and damage his CV. So he decided to walk out the job. Now they have a new gaffer, first game in charge, then they've beaten Dreams FC. So it will liven up the mood around the club, give them that mental fortitude and edge that they can go into subsequent games and then go ahead, and continuity is key. Now they build a template on which they can play. So you have to continue on that trajectory, because when you don't continue and you backtrack, it becomes a problem. Then the mental purge is something that when you got knocked over, then you have to revisit the negative. I saw them at the Hogwarts Sports Stadium where they drew against Hogwarts United. They were they were trailing 1-0, but they came back to equalize on the stroke of full time in the 89th minute. So if you look at what they were doing, it tells you that they have Lomote, who played for Wafa, went to Mediema.
Yes.
Then to some extent went to Nsuatrema. So if you look at, they have some quality players in their fold, but it's all about they having that mental toughness and believe that they can play anywhere against any opponent and be able to beat them. You see, games like this is what we call 6-pointers. It's a mini league on a major league table. If you want to survive relegation, you should know that you're going to play. You are in a league with Hogwarts United, Basake Holy Stars, Swedru All Blacks, Dreams FC, Bechem United, based on what they are doing this season. So the last 8 teams at the basement would love to play among themselves. And if you want to survive relegation, you've got to beat those on your shoulders. So don't be looking at this game and feel like this is one of the games that we can also dare to achieve something again. Because for them to go down against Dreams FC and come back, no, for them to even come back to win the game against Dreams FC.
Exactly.
That tells you that they can do something and believe in themselves. So this afternoon, it will be a cracker. This will not just be an ordinary game, because these are 2 teams that they are on level, on par with each other in terms of strength and in terms of what they can do. So it's about staying resolute. It's about staying tactically disciplined, not going a man less down. Because games like this, if you get a red card and you go numerical disadvantage, it will be difficult for you to cope with the tempo of the game. And games like these are won by the players on the pitch, actually, not the bench. Because at the end of the day, you have to go at each other over the course of 90+ minutes to be able to know who exactly will win the game.
I see. So which means that we can't really separate the 2 sides. I mean, the only difference is that one is on the 13th position, and then the other one is lying at the bottom. But when it comes to the realistics, as it were, the kind of quality they have, the kind of game that they put on the field of play, you can't really determine who's the stronger of the 2. But you see, for me, that makes it a lot more interesting going into the game.
Yeah, if you look at the permutations, basically, Coach Fati, the Swedru All Blacks coach, loves to play free-flowing attacking football from the base. He's not someone that loves you to balloon the ball. So people started criticizing the game plan and say, this is Ghana football. You don't have the materials to play the brand of football you want to play. So you've got to play to the strength of the materials that you have. This is a team that qualified into the Ghana Premier League from the Division 1 last season. It's not like a team that is like Hearts of Lions, Asante Kotoko, or Hearts of Folk, who are mainstays in the Ghana Premier League, who have the materials for any coach to walk through the door to implement his ideas or his plan. for these teams that are gain this in promotion to the league, you've got to steady the team, steady the squad, play to their strength, avoid relegation. Then you can recruit in the second season to fit into your plan. If you look at them, he's basically loves to set out in a 4-4-2 formation, sometimes 4-3-3 with variations. So with what he's doing, he's like that kind of Arab kind of football. They don't like it long. They want to put the ball on the turf,
keep it to themselves, play among
themselves. But if you look at Swedru All Blacks, Nana, I fear for the worst for them because you can't play that football with this squad and succeed. You will play well in the faces, but other teams will pick you up premium in the faces of the game and they'll punish you. Against Gold Stars in Swedru, we saw how they played very well, but they ended up losing that game by 1-0. Gold Stars basically allowed them to possess the ball, but the moment the opportunity presented itself, they punished them. And they never recovered for them to equalize. So he has to be pragmatic. He has to play to the strength of the materials available. And if he can figure out that as early as possible, they will be able to win some of the games and have a proper crack at trying to escape relegation. But for 11 wonders, today is their home game. They just have to believe in whatever they did against Dreams FC and attack it because both of them love to play similar fashion of football.
Okay. All right. So it obviously tells you that there's a lot to expect in this game going into the first 45 minutes. And of course, which of the teams can last to the end or to the duration, the end of the game. It's going to be 90 minutes of a lot of play. And we're going to see a lot of possessional play, a few long balls here and there. But I'll come back to my guest to take a look at a sneak preview into the first 45 minutes, not forgetting the other matches that will be upcoming. But first, let's do a very quick break and we will be right back.
It's time to believe you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me start. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? For the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odo was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes.
You're probably wondering how Ebo got here. Oh, Ebo. You see, Ebo is not a bad guy. He's got plans. Big plans. But there's just one small problem. His wallet didn't get the memo. So he decides to take a shortcut. That was a bad idea. And that's how he found himself sitting across area champion, the great Abu Kayoyo. Let's just say, not every quick fix fixes everything. But with a Stanbic loan, he gets the upgrade he needs and the freedom to actually breathe. With a Stanbic loan, the only thing chasing you are your dreams.
Nana, I couldn't sleep the whole of the night.
This is my promise.
Wow,
But Dana Kunkun.
I love that. And Tuntum, what did you just say?
We need holy insecticide spray.
Be happy. We have finished them all.
Yes, pray Omui. Over 15 minutes and send more radio. Nemo Mutia wants in yes. When you quell.
It's here. When you query mobile team from a mobile.
Holy multi-purpose spray and coil. And Tom Police. This advert is FDA approved.
Good news, so good news. Ghana, your favorite Broom Home appliances are here. Oh yeah, right here. Come and shop for your quality Broom Home appliances for your house. From Broom TVs to Broom ACs, freezers, gas cookers, refrigerators, Broom washing machine, and so much more. Buy your quality Broom appliance for your home and get big discounts, amazing offers, and free gifts. All for you. Don't just pass by you. Come, grab your favorite Broom appliance and walk away with more.
Abusia wo hwɛ me wako aba ade ba Helios Care Center. Aha ye treaty conditions bi te sɛ obi a wanya spondylosis, obi a wachi bramo wachi kasai eye wo ya wontimi nyina so mfa nya adwuma. Obi a won so wo de ne sciatica enti ama aye oto ase enti ni ta emuta atwetwon. Obi nso a ne de ne eye ne kotodwa emu ahodwo enti wontimi nyina so nya adwuma. Obi nso a ne de no eye ne sisi ana se bia bibia ye fa no lumbago ana back pain. Wachi kasai no eye wo ya yie pa ama otini mu ana okon mu kura no a abusia woten ka sɛ ye wo ya. Obi so a ne de no eye arthritis, say your osteoarthritis, say your rheumatoid gout. Ni nyina no o de ba Helios Care Center ye behwe na ye ye firi so. Ye was Sankofo bus stop, Michelle Camp Road. Fire numbers e was screen so. Na frɛ ye oba ye beboa pa ye firi so.
Start every day with delicious chocolatey Twisco, enriched with Enafort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals. Little winners drink Twisco with Enafort. Twisco, power your dream.
This advert is FDA approved.
Adriani bia wuye bia ayiko seasoning powder wo homa enu na be ma ne den ewie peye
It don't mean something.
Ayiko spices no
chicken seasoning Your beef seasoning powder, chicken, goat, fish, jollof, stew, 3 mix.
I go spices. I go.
Ediane ayiko spices aye die. So, ekoyi ankasa.
MD ajidwe di nkrato yatum.
I had beat homeopathic clinic. Ejuma meye oni akoma yarba. Akoma yarba no dos. Ibi wo kwa osende owo cardiomegaly. Anede wako mo waka chendo wo left ventricular hypertrophy. Anem po de owo problem bi nkofo pin wo fa na arrhythmia. Ni nyinara no ya akoma yarba. Baby papa oni sendo bi biare ni ho a oze akoma yarba. Oza aba ha wako gen.
Uti fie yedin. Ade na wo tina ho ama akoma yare aka wato dem. E so utumi sori waka na uko onwuma so. Fa akoma yare no fa bedan ni ma yanwi akoma yare ne ho emma. Entine fie emma akoma yare ne nka ho to dem. Bra Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic.
Eba mo boa ododo. Meso mo boa ododo.
Alrighty, welcome back into the studios. Let's get ourselves and get our loins ready because we'll be crossing over to the University of Ghana Stadium very soon for the main game itself. But prior to the game, supporters have spoken. Panelists in the studio have spoken. Let's now listen to the coaches and their idea or ideology going into this game. They obviously have a plan at stake and they obviously have a way they would want to execute the plan. So let's cross over to the coaches and listen to the coaches as they tell us exactly their thoughts into the game this afternoon.
This time round, we are in operation. We are on a mission. Yeah, the mission is we need to get out from the bottom. The mission is we want to escape relegation. So it started last week, and we are taking it a step at a time. And today is another hurdle for us to clear.
The thing is game by game. We're thinking about game by game, so every game is very important for us, and it's look like cup way. We're thinking about always the 3 points. We try to compete, and we believe that the football always giving you the chance to fix your situation or to put your team in good position and to climbing in the table.
All right, so the coaches are talking big ahead of the game. And we can only hope and pray that at least the first 45 minutes will give us the kind of import in terms of what they are saying. Let me cross over to my guest quickly before we go to Legon. And Nanedu, let me start with you. First 45 minutes.
Big game. And I'm expecting Rudolph Mensah to have his game today. This guy scored, a lot of goals in the Division 1, Zone 2, to help All Blacks qualify to the Premier League. One of the key players in the team. Clement Ayi, their goalkeeper, one of the main guys in the post for Swedru All Blacks, one of the players to watch. And I think All Blacks, for me, looks a little bit favourite in the first 45 minutes of the game. It's going to be an interesting game at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. I tip All Blacks to have a first half winning in the game.
First half advantage for Swedru All Blacks. Let's listen to Blackgate.
Well, it will be a cracker, end-to-end stuff over the course of 90 minutes. But at the end of the day, it's the team that will be ruthless enough and clinical in front of goal.
Sure.
In terms of the premium chances that will be carved out, that will be able to have a bigger percentage of winning the game. So it's all about staying true to your identity and believing in what you think can get you the result. At the end of 90 minutes, I see a draw in this game this afternoon.
End of the 90 minutes, we are envisaging a draw. At least that's what Blackgate is saying. But are there any standout players, Nanedu, from the two sides that we should also keep an eye out?
Big game, and I think there are a lot of players who are doing well, especially in the All Blacks team. I mentioned Clement Ayi, I mentioned Tutu, I mentioned Rudolph Mensah, one of the key players. Yes. And also in the team, he scored 27 goals in 30 games in Division 1 last season for Swedru All Blacks, helping them in qualifying for the Premier League. All
right, so we have done a lot of the talking. It's now up to the players on the field of play. Let's cross over to the University of Ghana State. Dakwa JC will take us through the first 45 minutes of an encounter between these two sides. We'll join you again at halftime.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Drinks, a whole new vibe, another quality product from Casa Precon. This advert here approved.
If you want to watch the match,
even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? Heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride, and you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Watch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
All right, so the clock is still winding down to kick off here. Friday kickoff at the University of Ghana Stadium. 11 Wonders taking on Swedru All Blacks, and kickoff is just upon 4-3-3 from 11 Wonders, 4-4-2 flat from Swedru All Blacks. What are the tactical variations we are looking at this afternoon?
So starting with All Blacks, the two deadly men, you know, between the two of them, there are 5 goals. We're talking about Aswanzi Bafo and Rudolph.
Yeah.
And then right behind them in midfield, playing that double, right behind in midfield, playing double pivot. You have John Ando and you have Fosu trying to get them those passes as much as possible. And you know, irrespective of the tactical variation, they all play a similar style. As I told you previously.
Yeah.
Whether it's a 4-3-3 from 11 Wonders or a 4-4-2 from All Blacks, they all try as much as possible to play towards their target men. And their target men have proven to be people who can be very sharp. In the instance of 11 Wonders, we are talking about Matthew Amponsa, who is the highest scorer, who is now today playing in the space of Lomote, who would have been the one playing if the coaches have decided not to put him on the bench. And also in the same vein, when you look at the Swedru All Blacks team, they have Aswanzi can score, but who usually would like to play a little bit behind the main guy who is Rudolph Mensah, who today is also wearing the captain's armband. So irrespective of the tactical variation, all of them are trying to dominate the midfield. It's just that if you look at on paper, because Swedru All Blacks has 4 men in midfield compared to the 3 men in midfield, you would see that they may try as much as possible to overload the men in midfield and try and win more balls so that they can have advantage when it comes to second balls and be able to push it towards their target men. So interesting variation, but at the end of the day, the approach of these two teams, if you watch them clearly, whether through the flanks, whether playing from the back, the goal is to try and get to their target men who can finish off, who can be very deadly on a good day.
Matthew Amponsa has got 3 goals. He's leading the charge for them. And then also we've seen Rudolph also with 3 goals for Swedru All Blacks. Now, how will these two actually lead, you know, their respective teams to victory today?
It depends on how resolute the defense that they are coming up against. So the likes of Clement and John Tutu, who will be playing in defense for Swedru All Blacks, as against Frank Arrea, who will be playing right in front of the defenders of 11 Wonders, and those are who will be playing. Kenneth Boachan who will be playing in defense for 11 Wonders. Depends on whether they are able to keep them in check and whose coach has rightly mapped up the right strategy to be able to keep these deadly attackers in check. Whether it's Matthew, who is playing ahead, or who is playing in front for 11 Wonders, or Aswanzi and the man Rudolph Mensah, who is playing for Swedru All Blacks. So it depends on whose strategy or tactical strategy in terms of defense will work. But definitely, these are people who know their stuff. If you give them the space, they will punish you.
Thank you very much. Kickoff is back on, and it's still the Friday kickoff here from the University of Ghana Stadium. It's now time to join the action. Nana Dakwajisi is our commentator.
It's Friday football, and we welcome you to the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon, where bottom plays 11 Wonders come up against Swedru All Blacks on Match Day 13 of the Ghana Premier League. And on behalf of Adisa Productions, we say a happy Farmers' Day to all Ghanaian farmers for their immense role in national development. My name is Nana Dakwa Jesse, together with Kelvin Owusu-Ansah, where your commentators for this afternoon's fixture. It's beautiful weather for football in the Ghanaian capital of Accra.
Very much expectant from these two teams, the results that could push them up the Ghana Premier League table, especially for 11 Wonders to build up on their success on Monday. But for Swedru All Blacks, their victory against Dreams FC here gives them that memory of clinching another successful 3 points from the University of Ghana Stadium.
All Blacks in their white and black away strips, the 11 Wonders team repeating the same colors that got them the only win of the season after beating Dreams last Monday at the same venue by 2-0. We're looking forward to a very interesting contest, because the last time All Blacks visited this venue, they went back with maximum points, and the last time Wonders played at this venue, they equally backed maximum points.
Very much expectant, and that is why these two teams, for Emmanuel Ado, the coach for that is 11 Wonders, he would want to continue on that tangent, and his remarks and his interest is that the team manages to get that 3 points here. But, well, Swedru All Blacks will be looking at spoiling the party, and for Ahmed Fatih himself, he needs to convince his fans, especially on the away games.
It's our coverage of the Ghana Premier League. First game to open the floodgates for exciting match day 13 fixtures across the various league centers. Swedru All Blacks made a return to the Ghanaian top flight after 16 years in the Division 1. They want to make an impact, and that will be by staying. This is the lineup being paraded by 11 Wonders. Not a single change to the team that got a 2-0 win over Dreams FC the other day at this venue. Ban keeps his place. There's a champion at left back, Issa at left back. Afura Poeno also combining in central defense with Boateng, Issa and Aweri, completing a 3-man midfield with Dankwa Zakaria and Amponsan leading the attack for 11 Wonders this afternoon here in Legon.
Well, no coach would want to change his winning team, and if you even look at the substitutes, it's just one player, Akolo, who got red card in the previous game, who's missing from the match day squad.
Consistency, the key for this new man on board, Emmanuel Edu. Not a popular coach in the Ghanaian coaching circles, but he wants to use this opportunity at 11 Wonders to make a mark for himself, and he's begun on a very positive note, guiding them to their first ever win after 12 matches in the Ghana Premier League. Our referee for today is Abdul Latif Adari. He's assisted on the lines by Richard Kwekunate and then John Awinzigate. Our fourth referee is Foster Bashos. This is the starting lineup of All Blacks, the away team. Clement Ayem Pose at right back is Opoku Jenfi. Abdul Aziz at left back. In central defense is Oscar Mensah and Clement Tutu. Nerebi, John Ando, Boateng and Shadrach Atta in a 4-man midfield with Aswanzi Bafo and the main man Rudolph Mensah Jr. leading the attack for Swedru All Blacks here in Legon.
A very regular lineup, not so many changes, and you can see Fosu Boateng, after missing a number of games, is back into the setup. Fatih has lots of confidence in him to deliver the very best for the team. That is the reason why he's kept faith in him.
A few weeks ago, he was under pressure. Ahmed Fatih from the home faithful All Black supporters. As a matter of fact, it got to a point that threatened to go on a naked demonstration to express their displeasure in the inconsistent performances of Ahmed Fatih, only for him to turn things around with that win over Dreams FC the other day at this venue.
And that is what they would want to prevent from 11 Wonders getting the better of them. If you look at that game, they started on a very poor note, but they picked up the pieces to get the right results.
Wonders will be hoping they continue to perform more wonders to keep them afloat in the Ghanaian top flight. Don't forget, it's a contest between two newly promoted sides in the Ghana Premier League. Wonders made their return from Zone 1, and then All Blacks were just emphatic in their run to qualification in Zone 2, where Rudolph Mensah, the number 11 for All Blacks, backed 27 goals in 30 Division 1 league games.
And his confidence seems to have dwindled in the opening stages of Ghana's top flight. But he's picking up, and he knows exactly what he's capable of doing. Hopefully, he turns out right for his side.
The traveling fans from Swedru have turned up here in Legon to give their all to the Black Magicians. Don't forget, they played a crucial role in that 3-2 win over Dreams, where they virtually steered the team on from the onset of the game to the end. And Rudolph Mensah gets us going here in Legon as match day 13 of the Ghana Premier League. 11 Wonders versus All Blacks.
Well, for Wonders, they definitely need to be up. They need to play just like they did on Monday. And I'm sure if they're able to keep up that sort of energy, this would be an easy game for them to clinch another victory.
What a way to concede the very first corner of the afternoon. Goalkeeper Joba underrated that ball that came to him. He made a mess of it. And under 1 minute, All Blacks have a corner to take against 11 Wonders here in Legon.
That was poor communication from the players. He should have known that he had too much sting to go casually to retrieve it.
Corner for All Blacks. Abdulaziz Aziz to take the corner from the right-hand side. It's going to be an in-swinger with his left foot. Very cultured left-footed player, Abdulaziz Aziz. Assistant referee wants him to reposition the ball before he takes it. He does exactly what the assistant referee told him to do. Abdulaziz delivers a poor one in. Cleared away by Osman Zakaria.
That was quite a poor corner kick there. Was expecting something better with enough bar behind it. It was just loose.
Frank Awira is balling. He's trying to pick out Zakaria. It's going to be a mouthful for Oscar Mensah and Clement Tutu if he's in his elements and he gets the right supplies coming from Emmanuel Boateng and Frank Awira. He's a threat any day for the centre-backs.
That is why they need to be careful. Cut all supplies. He's very quick as well.
Boateng's balling, but he's straight to Clement Ayi, imposed for All Blacks. Clement Tutu. Rudolph Mensah, good touch from the forward. He's got support on the left-hand side. He's trying to pick out Neriba, but he's unable to control as the ball rolls out for a throw-in. That's a direct push. Good decision. Matthew Amponsa, very lively on the right-hand side the other day against Dreams FC.
Oh, he's a player you can never underrate. Very witty, he's fast as well. And he has quick feet that can get past any defender approaching him. Need to be cautious on that left-hand side of defense.
Issa delivers. All Blacks struggling to deal with that one in defense. And Abdulaziz eventually gets it away. Issa desperately trying to keep it in play, but it finally rolls out as a throw into All Blacks.
Seems to be no one is ready to budge. It's going to be quite a very keenly contested game. You lose concentration and you'll be punished.
Samuel Boateng hanging on to the ball, but lucky he just got the referee whistling to his advantage for Boateng.
Expected to be the lifeline of the team, but he hangs on to the ball too much.
Good touch from Rudolph Mensah as Swansea. Mensah, flag goes up and Rudolph Mensah is offside.
That was a sweet build up there between Kweku and Swansea and then Rudolph Mensah. But Rudolph was too quick. Too quick. The pass went a little bit late after a couple of touches. But that is what you expected from those two up front. Experience with youth.
Ayikabia. Aziz. Rudolph Mensah looking for space. John Andor. Good skill. Brought down by Emmanuel Boateng. Free kick for All Blacks.
He just had to get his man down in there, Emmanuel Boateng, making sure that Andor had an opportunity to make that turn. Would have been dangerous if you are allowed him to make the pass through the middle to find out Swansea or Rudolph.
Free kick for Swedru All Blacks. We've come to this venue thinking that we've done it here before and it's possible to do it again. Clement Tutu shows interest in this free kick. I've also seen Samuel Boateng goes behind it. Centre-back drives one in. But fails to deal with it well as Swansea. Chance for Blacks. Ball goes out. Assistant referee points to the goal kick. Good decision.
That was a powerful drive coming in there from Tutu. Ban knew exactly where he was aiming at. He parried it not too far away from him. It's clearly very good drive. Look at that. It bounced right in front of the goalkeeper. But very sharp. He punched it away. I think Shadrack Arthur could have done better with that cutback. He's just wasted what decent opportunity.
Swansea. Frank Awire. Awire had a decent game when they beat Dreams. Unfortunately, he picked up a yellow card and had to be very cautious after picking up that card. Frank Awire, mainstay of this struggling 11 Wonders team, he's shown quality anytime he pops up for them in the Premier League.
Overlooking to him for inspiration, and you cannot doubt what he stands up for. There's something missing from 11 Wonders. The kind of energy they started the game against Dreams FC with. It's not the same. Maybe the opposition could have limited that sort of vibrancy.
Awire. Calm control. He finds Issa on the right side. He's trying to get to Amponsan, but Clement Tutu just showed up and All Blacks have the advantage. It's a goal kick.
Or caught in two minds there. He couldn't make the decision whether he was going to tuck that ball onto his left-hand side or wait for it to bounce. But once it bounced off the surface, he just teared away from him.
Oscar Mensah. Mohamed Issa takes possession and gets to the right-hand side. William Dankwa. He's got Oscar Mensah to be lovely skill from Mensah with a cutback. And this should be the opening goal for Wonders. Good save by Clement Ayi to deny Wonders, but that was close.
That was really close, and there is no excuse. Emmanuel Boateng not finding the target. Should have come more powerful, but that was feeble. Any goalkeeper will pick that one up. Brilliant there from Dankwa. A cutback and put some mistake. The captain just shot it directly at goalkeeper Clement Aye. And he thanked the stars. Thank you for finding me in my position.
He had to react because the ball just came off straight away to him, and the captain knows well that this should have been the opening goal. Boateng
will be quite disappointed. He'll be very much disappointed, and I think that's something that is missing from his game. His goals. He needs to get some goals to mark up and crown his game. You can see from Matthew that miscue was quite painful for him.
Clement Ayi. Swansea. Now they want to step up of their blocks. Joba. Clever goalkeeping from Joba.
Very intelligent goalkeeper. He's one they had missed in the opening stages of the league after his injury. He seems to have brought lots of confidence in marshalling the defense and also being the last line of defense to break.
Samuel Boateng's ball in, stopped by Afurapo. Mohamed Issa. William Dankwa. Spacey, tricky. Very good on the ball. Mohamed Issa switches to the right. He's aiming at Amponsan. Abdulaziz has sit down, and Issa allowed the ball to go out for a Wonders throw. Awire. Here's Frank Awire. Emmanuel Boateng has seen the movement of Dankwa. Good pass to Dankwa. Good skill. Brings it back to the captain again. Just struggling to make anything meaningful of it. Amponsa traps it down and is cleared away. Swansea. 10 minutes at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. 11 Wonders 0, All Blacks 0.
It's been quite a very decent game. All Blacks now off that part. He started the game with Wonders gradually coming into the game, and it's all being orchestrated by Frank Awire. their go-to man to start building the attacks. A lot more of him and Wonders will cause lots of trouble.
All Blacks are 13th on the Premier League table with 12 points. They have not been good travelers in the Premier League. They registered just 1 win in 6 outings of the Premier League, and they've lost 5 across all their travels. The only win for them, interestingly, was at this venue.
It's been quite unfortunate for them. There are instances where they could have found the victory, but they let go their lead in the dynamics of the game. It happened when they made that trip to play at Diana, the early stages of the league.
A total of 3 wins, 3 draws, and 6 defeats in 12 games is the story for the Black Magicians so far in the Premier League. Here's Rudolph Mensah. Good turn from the forward. He's looking for support from Swansea, but unable to find the right combination.
That was brilliant play there. Quick exchange of passes between himself and then Shadrach Arthur. But the final ball from Shadrach was just too heavy. There was no way Rudolph could pick that one up. So losing the ball in midfield. It was a bit of a nasty challenge there. Lucky to have escaped a foul and a yellow card. Issa Mohammed needs to be a bit cautious with how he lunges into some of these tackles.
Frank Awere. Foul for Wonders as Dankwa goes down. A harsh challenge coming from Edu Jemfi. Opoku Jemfi, the right back.
Well, I think that was too reckless. There was no need barging into a man like that with, you know, the stats showing.
Too much on that pass, but that's what to calmly control for All Blacks. Giving away possession. Foul. Samuel Boateng. I thought he was over elaborating, but Emmanuel Boateng just clutching from behind.
You can see the kind of intensity for Boateng doesn't want it. He wants to calm down the tempo of the game in order to dictate it properly. But his teammates clearly think he's a bit delaying with the final pass.
Pokujan feed to Rudolph Mensah. He's trying to get to Arthur, but just unable to pick the right spot. Kenneth Owusu. Amponsan up against Abdulaziz. Good movement from Amponsan. He swings in the cross. Osman Zakaria all alone, but he gets the ball once again for Wonders. Here is Emmanuel Boateng looking for that space to do something. Dankwa wants to shoot. He drives, but it's not good enough. Throws outside. It's a goal kick to All Blacks.
Well, very good. Passing in there, but very limited space for them to run the ball through. The final ball coming to William. 2 men on him. Got past Fosu Boateng easily. But the effort lacking any power there. Credit to Swansea and then John Ando for putting pressure on him to hit the ball wide.
Joba puts himself in trouble as Swansea is chasing for it. Lucky Joba. That was needless from Joba. He could have easily decided to kick the ball away than inviting that kind of pressure on himself.
Cannot be understood what he was thinking. That was poor decision making from him. He nearly cost his team.
And All Blacks have some defending to do. Abdulaziz, that's what to show the ball. And Amponsan with a drive, but goalkeeper Clement Ayi struggles to deal with it as Wonders get a corner.
This is the kind of game you'd want to see. Quick return, bouncing off from their defensive mode, springing into attack. Zakaria couldn't get onto it, but Amponsa, he hit it hard. But once again, Aye found himself in a good position. Though powerful, he managed to parry it away. Poor corner kick, good save from Aye.
And Wonders have the opening goal. They scored. The flag has gone up. Assistant referee. So the corner had already gone outside before coming back onto the play. So that's how he's indicating with that sign exactly. Ball had already gone out, back onto the head of the player. Awira's goal won't count.
Quite a disappointing effort there. And you could clearly see the assistant referee saw it. There was no way he was going to allow that. That would have been the second successive corner kick that he has scored. Need to be a bit careful.
Seem to have been practicing on set pieces under the new coach, Emmanuel Edu. Crucial part of the game that will be key to their survival chances if they get it right in games going forward. Arthur swings in across. Rudolph Mensah is the target. He's got Abdulaziz behind him. Abdulaziz turns around, looks for support. Samuel Boateng stopped Dennis Awira in control. He finds Emmanuel Boateng. Referee whistles because the assistant referee spots that there was an infringement there.
Well, he seemed to have handled the ball. Clearly an outstretched arm, helping him to bring that ball under control.
And Ponsah getting undue advantage with the arm, and referee Adare will have none of that.
He's looking forward to continue with his brilliant form. And Ponsah, he wants to carry on. You can clearly see fire in his eyes. Lots of confidence from him and energy in his legs.
Same for this one on the left-hand side with Dankwa. Comes up against Oscar Mensah. Lovely back heel to Emmanuel Boateng. And ball is cleared away by Ayikabia. Opoku Jemfi. Rudolph Mensah wins the throw for All Blacks.
It's quite interesting how Wonders take advantage of the left-hand side of the attack. They're very much creative from that part and nearly causing another havoc. But these are the kind of chances they shouldn't be wasting. Decision making must be very much prudent.
Clement 2-2. Boateng. Here is 2-2. Headed away by Issa. Emmanuel Boateng looking for Awire. Oscar Mensah gets it away. It's a foul. Decision against Arta on the right side.
That was clearly the start showing, but I think Desmond the champion to lead a little bit. He needs to be a bit quicker with his decision making. It could be punished. One of these.
Awire caught ball watching. Rudolph Mensah with a chance. Joba goes out for it and he calmly collects it. 20 minutes at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. 11 Wonders nil, All Blacks nil.
That was a bit of hesitation there from goalkeeper Joba and was nearly punished by Rudolph. He made one step forward but decided to retreat and nearly gave it away.
Matthew Amponsan up against Abdulaziz. Ayikabia tracks back, and they both struggle to deal with his pace. He goes down, and referee rightly whistles for a foul in favor of him. He was daring. He took the chance to go past them, and he's won the foul for Wonders.
While his diminutive stature gives him an advantage to wiggle through an area of men. Very much persistent, nearly lost the ball, but he continued to fight for it. Won it in a good place. Was just tearing away from his markers. Just had to make sure he goes down to stop that attack.
Free kick to 11 Wonders. An evenly contested fixture between these two, with Wonders slightly on top after creating some decent scoring chances. Emmanuel Boateng fluffing an earlier chance that should have put Wonders ahead. Awira to take the free kick for 11 Wonders. Adaris making sure there's no confusion in that box as Awira swings one in, headed away by Ayikabia. Only as far as Emmanuel Boateng. Onto the right for Issa, controls it well, swings in across, and that acrobat kick from Osman Zakaria, not troubling the Black Magicians.
It seems to be in haste. He's looking for a goal. That was a very good cross there from Ahmed Issa. He could have brought it down under control for trying to hit the target. At times you credit players for also being instinctive. Could have caught the goalkeeper unaware.
A fair post delivery. Poor from the centre back. It's from the very solid partnership together with Kenneth Owusu-Boakye. In the last game they were so solid, kept the Dreams attackers at bay. A few chances fell to Issa, but he missed them. Here's a chance. Dankwa. Good defending from Oscar Mensah.
He picked up the ball and showed too much to Oscar Mensah. There was no way he was going to allow him to get past him.
And Clement Tutu miscommunicates with Aziz and have handed Wonders the advantage. Is a throw into 11 Wonders. Osman Zakaria loses out and Ayikabia clears it away. Rudolph Mensah claims he's been fouled by Afurapo. Referee is not even watching his direction.
Clearly, you see Atari, he had the whistle close to his mouth, but he wasn't ready to whistle for any free kick. He felt that was a clean challenge.
Aswanzi seems to have left something on his marker. Here's Rudolph Mensah. He gets into the Wonders box, goes past his marker. Rudolph Mensah, can he score? And it's a brilliant finish. This is a Marcus finish. Gorgeous goal from Rudolph Mensah. He's done it in style to open the scoring for the Black Magicians. They've stunned 11 Wonders here at the University of Ghana Stadium with this classic goal by Rudolph Mensah. Amazing finish.
That was a very brilliant finish there from Rudolph Mensah. Caught the goalkeeper going down too early after he shimmy, and he managed to just get the ball lifted. The goalkeeper was just committed to the ground. There was nothing he could have done. Look at that. It was Kenneth Owusu-Boakye going down early. The goalkeeper, Bar, also went down early after that shimmy. Unfortunate slip. But the goalkeeper was just beautifully beaten by Rudolph. Lots of confidence in that decision-making to get the opener. But that was a sumptuous pass from Answanzi to find him.
The presence of mind to skip past the defender, the calmness and the composure to lift the ball past Joe Bar, absolutely exquisite. So it's no surprise he scored 27 goals in 30 Division 1 league games for All Blacks to emerge top scorer in Zone 2. And he's opened the scoring here. Don't forget, the last time they won here, he was on the score sheet against Dreams FC, Rudolph Mensah. Let's see how Wonders will respond. Here is Emmanuel Boateng to a champon. Now Frank Awere. A champon. Swings in across. Nobody is arriving for 11 Wonders. It's a goal kick.
That was so heavy. It had too much weight on it, too much power. There was no way anyone was even going to latch onto that. He's better than that and could deliver better crosses to find players inside the penalty area.
Wonders fighting and trying all they can to get a quick response.
They've had the most decent opportunities, but they've wasted it, and they've been punished. It's going to be a long walk for them to get back into the game.
All Blacks scoring their 12th goal of the season, so they come down to no goals because they've considered 12, and that goal scored by Mensah is their 12th goal in 13 Premier League games. Here is Rudolph Mensah. Issa. Abdulaziz. Awire loses the battle in that midfield to Samuel Fosu-Boateng, who wins the decision in his favor.
A clear advantage to All Blacks as Fosu-Boateng within that midfield. Serves as the switch. Knows when to calm the tempo of the game. And he's been doing that brilliantly, winning them free kicks in crucial positions, keeping them off pressure from 11 Wonders.
Swansea. Foul against All Blacks. Awire. Abdulaziz comes in, but it falls to Amponsa. Puts one through, looking for Osman Zakaria. Here is Tutu to Abdulaziz. His clearance doesn't go any far. Emmanuel Boateng, but All Blacks tries to make a move away from the area into the Wonders area, but there's a foul and the first yellow card of the afternoon flash to Issa, number 30 for the home side. 11 Wonders for that clumsy challenge.
Well, Lisa knew exactly where Swansea was headed. He had to bring him down. Going into the book is going to be quite a difficult evening for him, trying to curb the attack from Shadrack Arthur or Solomon Nereba, as well as Answazi and Rudolph, who likes to drift away onto the right-hand side of defense.
That's a foul. Free kick. Dankwa working tirelessly, switching from attacking to defense and just operating on that left wing to cause problems for Opoku Fiat, right back for All Blacks. Now here is Matthew Amponsa. That's what to keep the ball in, is up against Abdulaziz. Here is Amponsa. Goes through the middle. Emmanuel Boateng. Awire's drive. Took a deflection along the way, and Ayi comes out of his area to get it.
Awire has been very much excellent. He's been brilliant for this team. They were looking forward to his charge to get them back into the game. And he can credit All Blacks anytime Wonders want to make a decision in the final third. They keep them in 6s and 7s because of their defensive organization.
Swansea with a through ball was trying to find Shadrack Arthur, but Joma responds with a clearance for 11 Wonders.
Clean and clear vision there. You see Fatih, he knows he needs a victory.
Jorando loses the ball to Awere. He tries to get it back, but final touch coming off Awere. Good decision from the assistant referee. Awere seems to disagree, but it's the right call.
That was too much to do from him. He just had to make that simple pass. There was too much pressure coming in there from Andor to force him to make that mistake, roll the ball out of touch.
Tutu was trying to play from the back, but unable to get to Abdulaziz. We've gone past 30 minutes here in Legon, and the home side 11 Wonders trail All Blacks 1-0. Ketsi Rudolph Mensah's exquisite finish. Shadrach Arta on the right side is up against Desmond Champon, who gets the better of Arta.
That was very good show of strength there from Desmond Champon, preventing Arta from getting there. He's had quite a solid display recently, combining both defensive and attacking qualities. Very much evident.
That's a foul, Abdulaziz, for bringing down Matthew Amponsan. He's been lively and he's causing a lot of problems for the All Blacks left back. And this time had no option than to just go into him from behind.
Lots of tackles flying in against him. Sure, they might have identified his style of play, not allowing him too much space. You let him turn at your own peril, because he's fast, intelligent on the ball, and he knows how to easily dribble past his man.
Rudolph Mensah on his way to scoring that beautiful goal. Went past Owusu like he never existed, and the calmness and composure to just lift the ball past Joba. Lovely skill. He sat him down, went past him, then looked up. Brilliant, brilliant.
Great decision making from him. There was no way he was caught in two minds. He knew exactly what he wanted, how he wanted to execute that finish, and he hit that with aplomb.
Awere looking for Osman Zakaria, who has gone quite missing in this game. Emmanuel Boateng will pounce on this loose ball from All Black, swings in across. It's dealt with by Shadrach Arta now. A Champon can't get to it. There's a throw into All Blacks.
That was a bit of a delayed reaction there from a Champon, and the ball was just played against him by Shadrach Arta, but looks like the decision has gone the other way.
Amponsan's header calmly collected by Clementai.
He might have connected to the ball, but he did that unfairly in that challenge, leaning on his man, Abdulaziz. Aziz. Clearly see his elbow high up there, right into the chin of Aziz. He's quite one of the decent left backs of the league this season.
Very technically sound, understands his positioning. He's got the right technique to deliver from set pieces, and he's a workaholic as well. Aziz a left back for All Blacks. Aziz again is up against Issa. Issa is already on a yellow card and will be very cautious in his approach to these balls. Rudolph Mensah. Andor. 2-2. Here is Aziz. Swings in across. No problems for 11 Wonders. There's a foul against Issa. He needs to be careful. You don't go in for these tackles if you're already on a yellow card. Aziz, lucky not to come off worse from this challenge.
And it was quite a late challenge too. Issa needs to be intelligent at this moment. He can't be raising high boots.
Well, already traveled outside, trying to desperately keep the ball in as Swansea.
There's experienced talent gradually on this team. He knows Ghana's top division well, but he might have played for sides who have struggled to stay. Looks more like he's going to steer this 11-1 All Blacks team for a stay in the GPL.
Aziz, Tutu. Rodolphe Mensah beaten to it by a champion. Owusu-Boachik to Joba. Doesn't clear well. Tosu Boateng. Oscar Mensah. Referee whistles because there's a player down. 11 Wonders have Matthew Amponsa unable to continue the game. He's been at the receiving end of some harsh tackles. This Osman Zakaria, who is currently being helped off.
You see clearly he's in a bit of pain. He's come under lots of tackles there.
That's the earlier goal disallowed by Lativa Dari. Corner taken by Issa. Ball went out before it came in for this header by Awere. It won't count, and assistant referee got it spot on.
Quite unfortunate there. Awere got himself in an unfortunate situation.
Jonando, Clement Tutu, the centre back wants to drive from a distance and it goes out. Good vision from Tutu, but the ball seemed to have taken a deflection on the way and All Blacks have a corner.
Well, clearly it took off. With a little bit of deflection, you can see Frank Awere just brushing off his shoulder in an attempt to put his body right in the face of Tutu's drive. Could clearly see a reflected effort.
So it's Osman Zakaria who is going off. 11 Wonders makes the first substitution, injury forced, and Daniel Lomote comes in for Osman Zakaria, one experienced player for another. Corner taken, no positive. Coming out for All Blacks. Tutu Aswanzi. Emmanuel Boateng heads it down. But it's Tutu who goes in for it. He goes down. Referee says, get up. Lomote's first involvement, and is a foul. Definitely a yellow card. Lativa Dari has flashed his yellow card to Samuel Fosu-Boateng for that tackle on Daniel Lomote.
Fosu-Boateng knew exactly what he wanted to do, be the first to the ball. But Lomote, with his experience, getting his body right in the way, suffering that challenge and ultimately winning the side. A free kick.
40 minutes in Legon. Wonders new All Blacks 1. Confirmation of Samuel Fosu-Boateng's yellow card. Oscar Mensah, that's all. Shows great strength and desire to win that foul in his own half.
Hasn't quite discerned. He's not been making rash decisions. He's been very calm on the ball, comfortable. His delivery.
We're 5 minutes away from the break, and Wonders have these last 5 minutes to get back into the game as All Blacks push for a second. Owusu watches, touch Afuropo, desperately trying to get the ball away, but it falls to Neriba. Cross comes in, chance, but Isak clears it with a header, continued by Boateng. Ofosu. Tutu. Just trying to pick out Abdelaziz Aziz. The idea was good, not too much quality on that pass. Issa. Obstruction from Aziz. These two are having a go at each other. Amponsa and Aziz.
Martin knows exactly what he wants to do, but there's no way Aziz is going to allow him to have a field day. Clearly an obstruction. Could see. Looks like Amponsa wants a yellow card for him to keep him a bit of him in subsequent tackles.
Mohamed Issa. Emmanuel Boateng. Again, it's Abdulaziz who stops that pass.
They're quite in a rush to get into the final third of the pitch, and it really hasn't helped. The captain should be the one who should calm the team in these moments.
Aswanze, that's a foul, shed tagging, deliberate. Again, another yellow card. This time, Mohamed Issa. That's deliberate.
It was clearly a deliberate action there. But look at Swansea, lots of experience, lots of skill, tearing away from his man.
So those two, Mohamed Issa and Issa Ahmed, are both on the yellow card for 11 Wonders.
And both are also playing in crucial positions on the right-hand side of defense and in central midfield, just the shield in front of the defense. They need to be a bit more careful.
One of the Issas must be praying they don't get a second yellow. Here is Awere. Owusu. All Blacks not dropping their guard even after scoring the opening goal. Still taking the game to Wonders. Abdulaziz whips one in. This time Afuropo heads it out. Mohamed Issa. That looked like a fair tackle from Ofosu Boateng, but referee Adari thinks otherwise.
So looking at it, that was a very decent challenge. He got the full touch of the ball.
Afuropo with a lovely ball to Dankwa. Referee spots that the ball just went outside the line before he was able to control it. Indication of the additional minutes by fourth referee for Stabasios. As we approach 45 minutes as the visitors from Swedru who lead here at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. Issa Neriba knows Issa is on the yellow. He's not giving him any breathing space. It's 45 minutes already here in Legon. 2 more minutes to wrap up for stoppage time. Wonders cruising on and hoping that they are able to get something before the breakers. All Blacks hang on to this lead.
Clearly see 11 Wonders have been served their own medicine, the same medicine that they treated Dreams FC to. The high press, the high energy levels. All Blacks have taken it a notch higher. Wonders are struggling to match up with it.
Awere. Lomote for Wonders. Can they get something in the last minutes of stoppage time? Lomote goes down. Decent challenge, no foul. Shadrach Atta onto the part of Opoku Jemfi. Rudolph makes the move, but Afurapo is first to arrive and clear the ball away.
Clever switch of play there from defense to attack from All Blacks. They know where they should pick up their teammates, and they do it easily.
Mohamed Issa loses the ball to Ofosu Boateng. Issa is on the yellow. He's been cautious with his approach on this one. Ofosu Boateng hangs on, but Issa won't give up. Desmond Champon. He's able to win the throw-in for 11 Wonders. Latifa Diary whistles to bring the end to the first half here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's the visitors, Swedru All Blacks, who have stunned 11 Wonders with the opening goal scored by Rudolph Mensah. Brilliant finish, and anytime Rudolph Mensah have scored for All Blacks this season, they've not lost that game, and he's opened the scoring here at halftime at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 11 Wonders 0, All Blacks 1.
Halftime here in the Friday kickoff game at the University of Ghana Stadium, where is the home side trailing after the first 45 minutes. Rudolph Mensah getting his fourth goal of the season, marked by some precision and composure there to slot home for the visitors. You're still watching match day 13 fixture here, and I'm now here with Jimain, who is the assistant coach for All Blacks. But what would you say has been, the 45 minutes? How would you sum it up and talk to me about that goal scored by Rudolph?
Yeah, thank you very much. The game was very cagey. What we thought, we have seen it. They were very strong. They had more men in the midfield. That was making it difficult for us in the first half. 30 minutes, but we find a way. We talk to our coach about how they are playing. So he told the boys that if they put the ball behind them, we will get them. So now that's where the Rudolph goal came, because we know that when they are in a high line, we can use the space behind them to get them. So that's what we did, and then give us the goal, the very fantastic goal from Rudolph Mensah. We are happy for.
All right, thank you very much. Wish you the best of luck for the next 45. So it's still halftime here at the University of Ghana Stadium. It's 11 Wonders trailing at the break by a goal to 0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more discussions.
Summer drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? He screamed the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game. It's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this every weekend.
All right, so halftime here at the University of Ghana Stadium. It's still the first game of match day 13 of the Ghana Premier League, and it's 11 Wonders hosting Swedru All Blacks. And after the first 45 minutes, quite a lot of talking points, but then the biggest would definitely be that goal scored by Rudolph Mensah. His fourth goal of the season, but then it's still the goal that has Swedru All Blacks in front at the moment. I'm still at pitch side with Duke Mensah. Duke, that was an exhilarating goal. It was an exhilarating performance from both teams. But then All Blacks have their noses in front.
Strikers finish, absolute delight to watch. I mean, if you look at the game, the entire 45 minutes, the first 15 minutes, it looks like 11 Wonders had the upper hand, stringing their passes beautifully together, even being able to score a goal, but that goal was disallowed. And then the tempo of the game changed, the pendulum swung, now in favor of Swedru All Blacks, were able to string their passes together. The pair of John Ando and Fosu in midfield doing their magic, overcoming Frank Carrera, who is a very difficult customer to deal with in the middle of the park. But these two gentlemen have been able to take all the second balls, and now Swedru All Blacks have varied their strategy. Usually they will play those short passes, but today they are playing the balls behind the 11 Wonders. So it's one of those balls that caught the 11 Wonders defenders off guard, straight up to their target man Rudolph Mensah, who wasted no chance. He wasted no time at all in being able to shrug off his men, shrug off the defense, and beautifully beat the goalkeeper to bring in that wonderful goal, which has helped Swedru All Blacks to stay afloat in this game, and they're cruising all the way, hopefully, to get a 3 points or second 3 points. That will make it 6 points out of 2 games here at the Legon Stadium.
All right, but on the screens currently as highlights from the game currently ongoing. But then we saw some chances, for both teams. We saw Swedru All Blacks begin the game on the back foot, and that goal was against the run of play. But then these are some of the chances. Would you say that was, based on loss of concentration, or then he just nearly
the goalkeeper, the level of awareness, special awareness that is required at this level. I think goalkeeper Joseph Ma, with all of his exposure and his experience, this will be his second time with the 11 Wonders in the Premier League. He's a very experienced goalkeeper. He shouldn't be making such a mistake, if not for some chance or luck. Coming their way, the attacker would have buried that. Swansea would have buried that ball, and they would have been in bigger trouble, conceding by 2 goals at the end of the first half. So those mistakes, you don't make those mistakes at this level of association football. So a bad choice there, a bad lack of special awareness, I would say, from goalkeeper Joseph.
Another chance as well currently on the screens, but then we saw the 4-3-3 up against the 4-4-2 flat, and we've only seen Rudolph Mensah just roaming freely up front, just picking up all the 50-50 balls. Have they tactically had it right from the blast of the whistle?
11 Wonders, I told you that with the 4-3-3 of 11 Wonders, definitely All Blacks will have one more man.
But that's the goal. Duke,
so
look at that.
Was just floated right up to me. Took his time. He is the king, the prince, when it comes to the 18-yard box. Took his time, dummied the defender. Watch the position. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely slick football. It was very deliberate. See, took his time, dummied the goalkeeper. So a double dummy, and that slick shot of a finish. Just placed the ball in that corner of the net, and this is what you call a typical striker's finish. Understands the space in which he's in, absolutely knows where everybody's aware. His awareness is top notch, and he's able to bury that ball right ahead. Wonderful finish, if you ask me.
Right, so his fourth goal, his 31st goal actually since the start of last season, and he is unstoppable now. Rudolph Mensah with the only goal so far in this game. It's still the Friday kickoff game at the University of Ghana Stadium. Halftime discussions still ongoing. My name is Josiah Kokwe. But then, Duke, now we've seen how they've defended. You talk about Swedru All Blacks. The last time they came here, before the halftime whistle, they had considered twice. Would you say it's been an improvement?
I would say there's been an improvement. Also because 11-1, unlike them, who are playing the long balls from the midfield, 11-1, that's because of the dexterity of Frank Carrier, who's able to hold on to the ball and distribute the passes and do his magic in the middle of the park. They seem to be favoring short passes instead of the long passes that Swedru All Blacks are playing. And the difficulty with that strategy is you virtually want to work the ball into the net. So you have Osman Zakaria finding it very difficult to penetrate the back, which is why the coach, even before halftime, substituted him and brought their target man Lomote onto the pitch. He's had a few knocks here and there. Hopefully he'll be able to find his feet in the second half because he came in the first half. But I would say good defending, and it's all because of the strategy that 11-1 does. The short passes, the short balls as against the long balls, or even their man, Matthew Amponsa, today is playing off the flanks. And it's not the point man in the middle. So off the flanks, he has quick feet. He likes to play with the ball, but he's not seeing a lot of the ball today. And that is also contributing to the fact that to the reason why we are not seeing the real attacking threat of 11-1 in this game, if you ask me.
We spoke about the two most dangerous players, for both sides.
Absolutely.
Amponsa, and then also we spoke about Rudolph Mensah, who currently has scored the only goal so far in this game. But would you say that matchup between Aziz and then also Amponsa is really working in favor of Aziz currently?
Well, right now, the role that has been given to Amponsa is to play off the wings and try and strike. So more or less like a typical old-type winging striker like Thierry Henry was in his heyday, to move in from the flanks and try and get in the goals, or Vinicius, if you like. That kind of role is what has been given to Matthew Amponsa. Instead of him being the front man, the target man in front of the middle four, trying to get the balls and to score, which is why we are seeing the difference in this game with Matthew Amponsa and how he's performing. He's still doing his quick runs, he's still taking the ball, he's still taking on the defenders, Roland Levet on his side, but he's finding it difficult to be able to break in, because one thing is when you are playing on the flanks, immediately you get the ball, nobody's allowing you space. If you have defenders whose special awareness is top notch, they'll be able to close in the spaces. And the thing with football is, if you're a striker and you have that dexterous feet like Matthew Amponsa has, and you don't have the space, there's very little you can do. And that is what is affecting Matthew Amponsa this afternoon, because they are just simply not giving him the space to operate.
Now, we've seen one substitution already before the halftime mark, and that was when Lomote was thrown into the scene due to that injury to Osman Zakaria. Now, what should they do now that they have a target man, in the setup?
I just wish that Lomote would be as sharp as the last game that we saw where he was wasteful, but he still was able to find his mojo and get at least a goal. What another added advantage of Lomote's game is, even if he's not scoring, his hold-up play is very good. So he's tried that a couple of times in the first half since he came on, but he's gotten a boot from Tutu and the other guys, Aziz and the other guys at the back, which means that they are quite familiar with his play. So even if his hold-up play is very good, he can create the opportunities for Aziz and then the other for Matthew Amponsa to be able to feed off those second and loose balls and at least be able to get a goal. So if he's not even able to get the goal himself, his hold-up play is good enough to be able to create opportunities for the other strikers who are supporting him.
This is not the first time we've seen Swedru All Blacks head into the break in an away game. The last time they were in Doma at the Nana Ajman Bedu Park, they went into the break with a 1-0 lead, but then after 90 minutes, they lost by 2-1. Now, what do you think the pep talk will be about? Game management, defending, just sticking to the game plan. What would it be like?
If I were Coach Fatih, I would just tell them that, you don't change your working plan. Still, because now 11-1 will be pushing more men forward, trying to get the equalizer, which is why we leave spaces at the back. And already they've perfected the art of playing the long balls and trying to catch them on the break and playing the balls behind the defenders. Just stick to that. Play your resolute game in midfield. Try as much as possible to prevent Frank Carrier from doing his distribution and dictating the pace of the game at the heart of the field. try and dissuade him from doing that. And once you get that quick feet, 1, 2, 3 passes, get the ball to Rudolph. He knows exactly what to do when you get the ball to him in the D area. That's what I would tell my players if I was Coach Fatih.
Interesting. Now, we have Coach Emmanuel Edu. He's not celebrating his birthday today. I don't know what the motivation will be, because the last time they won here, he told them he needed a birthday present. Now, what should they be doing as well? We've seen Lomote, you've spoken about the fact that hold-up play is getting better and better, but what do they have to do?
They need to dig deep. You know, having seen 11 Wonders come back from a go-down, they need to dig deep. They really need to dig deep. They are playing a decent game, if you like, but always the problem has been with the final third and finishing the balls. So they need to dig deep. I haven't seen them come back from any game where the last game against Dreams, they scored first, went ahead to win. All the other games, when they concede a goal in the first half, they go on to lose. I don't want to say that's a bad omen for them, but they really need to dig deep and try and find an antidote to that. They are dictating the pace of the game in the midfield. It was against the run of play that Rudolph got that goal against them. Yeah. So if they're able to hold on to that, keep their hold-up play in check, and able to create much more, and not try as much as possible to work the ball into the net. They should try from behind. They should make use of the set pieces. They should also try some shots and see if they can catch the All Black goalkeeper off the hook in that. But if they want to work the ball into the net, it will be very difficult.
3 clean sheets for 11 Wonders all season. Now, one is gone. There's no way they are going to keep a clean sheet. But should they be worried about defending as well? Because we've seen them throw more men forward. They've had so many touches in the position box. Should they be worried about defending now?
You need a tactical balance, because, of course, even though you need to get the goals to be able to keep yourself afloat in the game, you must also not forget to defend. Because if Swedru Oblast catches you on the break and they're able to get the second goal, as Ghana will say, it will be Agbe now for them. Second goal, they'll be cruising onto a win. So that's why you need to achieve that tactical balance. You're pushing more men forward, but ensure that you still have, you keep a very solid and disciplined shape of the team. The shape of the team, you keep it very solid and very disciplined. So even though you are 3 more men forward, you still keep that disciplined shape at the back, so that you are able to resolutely respond to whatever emergencies will come at you.
Thank you very much, Duke Mensah. So it's now time for second half action, and Dakwa JC will be our commentator.
We're back from recess for the second half of this match day 13 fixture of the Ghana Premier League under the lights at the University of Ghana Stadium on the Farmers' Day holiday here in Ghana. Is 11 Wonders who are chasing the game as the Black Magicians from Swedru lead here by 1-0. Beautiful goal scored by Rudolph Mensah to separate the two sides. And back from recess, Wonders will be hoping they take the game early to All Blacks, unsettle them, get the equalizer, and hope for their first ever back-to-back wins in this season's Premier League.
Well, for consistency's sake, 11 Wonders will be looking forward to bouncing back strongly, just to at least get a point or possibly a miraculous comeback to win the game. But they have a mountain to climb, knowing that Swedru All Blacks know that the confidence here at the University of Ghana Stadium is enough for them after that Dreams FC victory to get another landmark 3 points.
Lomote starts the second half for 11 Wonders here in Legon. Some more 45 minutes to play for Mohamed Issa. Awusu Boache, he was caught flat-footed in that build-up to Rudolph Mensah's goal. He sat him down with that shimmy before scoring that well-D.
It's all about the confidence, it's all about the technique, the approach, not panicking inside the penalty area, getting to the edge of the goalkeeper's area, making it his. And that was a sumptuous finish. He would love to see time and time again.
Abdulaziz Aziz with a throw-in. Issa Asante. A Champon tries to pick out Lomote, but is defended well by Clement Tutu. Mensah again. Boateng brought down. Shadrach Alta, the culprit, bringing down the Wonders captain.
That was clearly a push there, right from behind. There was no way he was going to get the ball without getting to his man.
A Champon delivers away by Arthur. Swansea late for it, but the final touch from Mohamed Issa has handed All Blacks the advantage.
That is what has kept All Blacks given 11 Wonders a very difficult match today. They press better than Dreams FC did, and it's given them very limited time to try put their thoughts together and make decisions.
Opoku Jemfe for Subuaten. Ando. Abdulaziz back to John Ando. Good play from All Blacks. For Subuaten. 2-2. Poku Jemfe is trying to thread that one through for Swansea, but is well read by Owusu-Boakye. Lomote onto the left, he's trying to get to Dankwa. Good play from Dankwa. He wins the ball from Oscar Mensah, but can't get to Boateng. Ball forced to a Champon. Sends in across. Abdulaziz is there for All Blacks and is cleared away by 2-2. Issa loses the ball. Here is Rudolph Mensah. The first goal scorer. This time he's finding it difficult to go past Afurapo. He hangs on to possession as Swansea is up for it. Swings the ball in, but there's no black and white shirt there for All Blacks. Ball falls behind Lomote.
You can clearly see he's not as sharp as he used to be. The Lomote who wrote his name in the GPL, playing for West Africa Football Academy.
Shadrach Arthur with a chance for a second. Good goalkeeping from Joba. Brave reaction from the goalkeeper. Ando drives one and it flies away for a goal kick.
That was quite intelligent play there from Rudolph Mensah, knowing he was in an offside position. He just pulled away, decided not to interfere in play. It was Swansea, the captain. Look at that. Shadrach Arthur went on. Very good save there from goalkeeper Joba, spreading his body to make that save.
Frank Awere is a poor ball. The target was obvious. Lomote is playing as a low man up front with Watson playing right behind him. Occasionally joined by Dankwa and Amponsa from the wings.
Lots of work for Emmanuel Edu, the coach of 11 Wonders, to do. And he knows exactly that his team is just miles away from the levels he wants to see. Not even test the goalkeeper high enough.
Opoku Jemfe wins the throw in for All Blacks. Five minutes into second half. Wonders still chill by the Mensah goal. So Subuaten's ball in, headed back by Owusu-Boakye. Here is a Champon. Ando goes down from the challenge of Awere, right in the center. There's a free kick for All Blacks.
It's been a dominant game in midfield there for Ando. He hasn't been quite explosive, but for the simple and basic things, he's done well together with Fosu-Boateng.
Frank Awere caught by the leg challenge of Opoku Jemfe.
That should be the main man who should be testing the pulse of that All Blacks midfield, but he hasn't really glittered.
Abdulaziz on the move for All Blacks. The left back swings in across. Rudolph Mensah controls, but is cleared by Owusu-Boakye. He's got the patience and time and the composure when he's in that box, Rudolph Mensah.
He may have all of that, but there are times you need to be a shade quicker than the defenders in order to get your goals. You had applied a little bit of force and energy into that. So you would have been able to hit the target for the second time.
Chance for Lomote, but the flag goes up against Daniel Lomote.
It was just too quick. Very smart thinking there from 11 Wonders. But Daniel Lomote, you can see a bit frustrated. That pass delayed just when.
Ayes delivery. Afurapo returns it. Here is Mohamed Issa. Champon. Dankwa. Good defending from Opoko Jemfi.
Well, it's been quite impressive how William Dankwa has been limited. So because All Blacks have been putting 2-3 players on him, not giving him that space and luxury to run through the defense with ease. It's been a master stroke from Fatih and his team.
All Blacks, they soak the pressure and occasionally try to move away from the blocks on the counter. Emmanuel Boateng to Daniel Lomote. He's lost it, but it's Dankwa. A Champon is calling for it. Dankwa hangs on it, gets into the box of All Blacks. Throw into Wonders.
You can see a little bit of too many touches in there by Dankwa. Needs to release the ball quicker.
Ando for Subuatin, but Mohamed Issa takes charge for Wonders. He goes down right before Latifa Darik. Foul committed just before the eyes of the referee.
That was clearly a late challenge there from John Ando. It was rather the captain and Swansea sticking out his leg. It was just smart there, very sharp.
Just thinking that Adari decided to play the advantage after the initial tackle from Ando, only for Swansea to just bring him down. Free kick for 11 Wonders, the trail. Swedru All Blacks 1-0 here in Legon. Edmonda Afurapo, the central defender, is there. That's George, man. Former second year Zarkes frontman, together with his head coach, thinking about how to get back to Swedru with maximum points. The effort from Awere takes a deflection and is a Wonders corner.
It wasn't the cleanest of hits, but definitely would have found the target. Had to take just some knock-off there for Subuatin. He couldn't take chances.
A Champon's delivery headed away by a Swansea. Awere. Nerebi's effort. Hans Wonders another throw.
And Swansea putting up a captain's performance. He's been brilliant in defense and midfield and in attack where they need him most. He's actually distinguished himself.
Mensah unable to control well. Mohamed Issa to Desmond Champon. Matthew and Ponsan have switched roles with Dankwa. He's moved to the left-hand side and the latter to the right-hand side. They did the same in that game against Dreams FC and it worked to perfection when it wasn't working for Amponsa on that flank. He decided to take his chance on the left-hand side. Goalkeeper Clement Ayi has gone down, and Adari will find out exactly what is wrong with him before calling on the medical team to attend to him. And there Adari has indicated that he needs to be attended to, Clement Ayi.
Well, it was quite out of sight what might have happened to him. You can clearly see he's holding onto his foot.
Rudolph Mensah getting his name on the score sheet in fantastic fashion, skipping past Owusu-Boakye like he never existed, and that top quality finish. You've seen many beautiful goals, but this one can also stand to be a goal of the season contender, at least a goal of the week contender. We're yet to see the other goals from tomorrow's game, but this one is world class.
It was just too brilliant. It had everything you need from a striker: calmness, composure, and the ultimate finish. Getting past two defensemen, the goalkeeper and then the centre back.
Rudolph Mensah, before the season started, he was the subject of transfer talks. The big teams in Ghana approached his agents, but they weren't interested. They felt that Premier League football, at least a season, could increase his profile and get him more matured. Having had stints with Birmingham Legion in the United States a couple of seasons ago, Rudolph Mensah, a product of Liberty Professionals, having also, you know, made a big name for himself last season in the Division 1 by scoring a whooping 27 in 30 outings.
Constantly brimming with confidence. The Premier League might be tougher, but clearly has an opportunity to get better.
Emmanuel Boateng for wonders, but he doesn't make it count. He's been gifted possession once again. Now Frank Awere, lovely turn onto his left, blocked by Ando Aswanzi. There's a foul against William Dankwa for bringing down Atta.
He might have won the ball, but he had to go through the man to win possession. Can see the right was the leg that caught his man, whilst he used that left to make the clearance. There was no way Shadrach was going to advance with that. So a technical foul there, very much tactical from Dankwa.
It is Dankwa on his bike. Boateng. It's a poor pass from the captain.
He hasn't really shown as expected. There's been so much off color.
Oscar Mensah. Apoku Jemfi. Aswanzi puts one through, looking for the movement of Shadrach Atta, but Joe Barr is out to get it.
Well, even in the most limited space, Aswanzi manages to find that strength, that brilliance, that intelligence to make a pass.
We've hit the hour mark already here in Legon. All Blacks hang on to their lead. Good defending from Opoku Jemfi. He's coming to the game in this second half and ensuring that he keeps Dankwa in check on that right side. Here is Dankwa. Threads 1-2. Awere sends in a cross. Away by Clement 2-2. Now Edmond Afolapo. Mohamed Issa was trying to switch to the left, but ball is won by Atta for All Blacks. He puts one through for Aswanzi. The captain was aiming at trying to get to Rudolph Mensah. He's found him. Near the base, ball blocked. Apoku Jemfi. Shadrach Atta. Good play from All Blacks. Ando. Fusu Boateng. Clement Tutu. That's an audacious effort from the distance.
That is quite wasteful, and you can see the disappointment from Fusu Boateng and the manager Fatih. Clearly not happy with that decision making from the centre back. They are not chasing the game. How do you give some of these balls away? Clearly no intent.
Edmond Forepo. Matthew Amponsan. Good play from the winger Amponsan. Corner for Wonders. At this point, desperately chasing the game and asking questions of this All Blacks defense. There you see the tussle between Abdulaziz Aziz and Amponsan. He had to take that late challenge from Nerebe to deny him the movement into that 18-yard box. It's a corner for Wonders.
In as much as Wonders are struggling to really test goalkeeper, All Blacks should be very much careful. There's too much time.
A Champon bends one in. All Blacks desperately trying to get the ball away as Swansea. He's fouled and All Blacks have the advantage.
Lots of energy from the captain. Lots of input from him. That was a very good leap, knowing there's going to be a badging to him. So Afurabo with his height, not going for that ball, and could see clearly there was also quite another poor decision made from Frank Awere not to rise for that ball.
Poko Jemfi. And Shadrach Atta has got so much space. Rudolph Mensah is on the left. He keeps his calm. Mensah, he makes it 2-0 for All Blacks. His 5th goal of the season, Rudolph Mensah. Calm finish from the first goal scorer. A brace for Rudolph Mensah. And it's the Black Magicians who are performing some magic at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's 64 minutes. 11 Wonders 0. Swedru All Blacks 2. Rudolph Mensah with a brace.
That was quite a fantastic defensive work coming from him. Quick pass there. It was picked up by Shadrach Atta, who's been explosive in this game. Got down to his right-hand side, laid that pass, was looking for the shot. But once it bounced off, Rudolph found himself to find the net.
Rudolph Mensah, 5 goals so far this season. Great show of desire by Shadrach Atta. The moment Afurapo approached, he tried to go for it, but it was Rudolph just at the right place to tap it in for the 2nd goal. It makes the order very tall for 11 Wonders, and that's the 5th goal of the season. Anytime Rudolph Mensah have scored this season, All Blacks have gone on to win or draw in that game. He scored against Dreams and they won at this venue. He scored against Heart of Lions and they drew. And he scored against Berekum Chelsea. They won 3-0. He scored a brace today and they lead by 2-0. 65 minutes played, Rudolph Mensah. Brace for him.
Just by tapping that ball home easily, a mark of a good striker with his positioning. He checked his run just to make sure he was onside for the final pass from Shadrach Atta. And that was too easy for him. Joe Bard is Messi. There was no way he was going to fluff that.
The goal poacher finds his scoring boots under the lights at the University of Ghana Stadium. Bossing the game, and it's a brace for him. There's a possibility he could get a hat-trick if they create the chances and he gets the supplies. Mensah on the double in Legon, 24th and 64th minutes.
That is what you need from your centre forward. Questions from the All Blacks team in the early stages of the season was how they were going to convert the many chances they created. Once you have your forwards finding their scoring boots, it becomes easier for you to win games and gather the points you need both home and away.
And there they go again. It's All Blacks dictating the pace of the game and really giving Wonders a lot to think about. Abdulaziz with a cross. Joba, he's pushed it away because he couldn't underrate it. It was heading for goal, Kelvin.
That was a hanging delivery. It didn't go as expected, but it was just going right into the net. He couldn't take chances. It would have caught him off guard if he had underrated that cross. It was just miscuing into the net, and that would have been easily a third goal and rounded up the game for All Blacks.
And if that ball had gone in, it would have been another world class here in Legon. It's a corner for All Blacks. For Subwatin goes for the short corner. Tutu. Oh, Subwat's clearance. Tutu returns it for All Blacks. Afurapo gives it away. Ando. Referee whistles because there was an earlier infringement.
There seems to be some stats there, right, on the foot of Ahmed Issa from Swansea. He's not had quite the game he had just 5 days ago. You can see it turning on him.
Apoku Jemfi, good play from the right back. He stepped up his game in this second half, playing with so much confidence. Apoku Jemfi. Here's Clement Tutu. Rudolph Mensah. All Blacks exciting the fans with every touch of the ball.
They've had their game plan right. They virtually complicated things for 11 Wonders.
A champon. Boateng back to a champon, but he's hit the ball too hard, and Ayi, just to calm matters down, just picks it up without any pressure.
That touch, final touch, was always going to fly away from him. Couldn't time it properly, the connection to keep it just ahead of him inside the goalkeeper's area.
Joba comes under pressure from Rudolph Mensah, but he gets it away for Wonders. Rudolph Mensah. Here is John Ando for Subwatin. Tutu. Beautiful 10 from his Swansea, the captain. Lovely pass to Mensah. Here is Neribi. And his Wonders on the move. Wanted to get it in too early from that right side.
The execution has been very little to be desired. That final pass to find the striker has been quite disappointing. Not just from Emmanuel Boateng, but also from William Dankwa and Matthew Mponsa, who should be feeding Daniel Lomote. He may not be at his vibrant best as he used to, but clearly a decent supply would ensure some decent strikes from him.
Double substitution for the home side. Matthew Amponsa and Desmond Champon will make way for Angel Ewula and Joseph Edujumo. Emmanuel Edu realizes that 20 minutes is enough time for them to get something out of this game. So he's tweaked tactics and changed personnel. Let's see how he goes for Wonders.
An unlucky Amponsa. This one has been taken off for a more attacking-minded Ewula. Joseph Edujumo is also expected to just lead that pack in getting them on.
Free kick for 11 Wonders.
Well, this is an opportunity for them to try going into the penalty area, causing chaos, and seeing if they can reduce the deficit and create a fascinating end to this game.
18th position on the league table, 6 points, just 1 win, 3 draws, and 8 defeats. And already they've considered 2 goals, and the 9th defeat of the season is staring at them. Awire's delivery. And Edu Jumo stepped up, but it was Owusu Boakye who had the late connection. Nothing productive from that one.
3 players all in a row. Should have been better communication. Could have easily worked the goalkeeper. That effort should be on target. And for a centre back, he should be doing better.
Issa's cross is straight to Clement Ayi.
The idea was clear, but that cross was always going to be picked up by the goalkeeper. Easy for him to save. It went right into his weight and arms.
Afura post through ball, but Lomote is late for it. It's cleared by Tutu. Edu Jumo. Awere. Owusu Boakye. Frank Awere to Afura Po. Trying to build gradually from the back, and All Blacks get the ball away through Opoku Jemfi. Emmanuel Boateng to Ewula. Awere. Switches to Edu Jumo. Dankwa wants to cut in through the middle. Mohamed Issa, Frank Awere. Issa, Afura Po, Owusu Boakye. All Blacks have all the men in their own area, with only Rudolph Mensah and Shadrach Arthur making their way forward. Jumo. Issa loses out to Shadrach Arthur. He brings him down as a foul against Mohamed Issa. He's on a yellow card already. Issa, he needs to be mindful.
Clearly is eager to quickly retrieve the ball as quickly as he can. It was clearly very good control and cover of the ball there by Shadrach. That made it impossible without committing an infringement.
Afura post header back to his goalkeeper. 15 more minutes to go in Legon. All Blacks leading 2-0 against 11 Wonders, and Wonders win possession in the half of Wonders lose possession in their own half, and this a wayward finish by Owusu Boateng.
That was quite poor from him. Just needed some calm, needed to keep his composure, get a better body balance before striking it. But once again, back to Antoine and Rudolph. Brilliant piece of play from the two. That back flick to set the ball for Owusu Boateng was just brilliant.
They struck the right partnership, and the understanding is positive for Ahmed Fateh's team. Cleverly done on that right-hand side, left-hand side by Tutu. Opoku Jemfi. Rudolph Mensah is arriving. Owusu Boakye loses possession. Mensah on the volley, but rises above the goalpost for a goal kick.
Instinctive from him. He knew the goalkeeper was approaching. Just looking for that volley. Not with a complete turn, but it was always rising. How he hit it.
He's having a better of Owusu Boakye in those duels. Lomote is chasing, but it's Ayi who's first to the ball.
That was quite a decent pass there, Lomote. A bit late, but you can credit the goalkeeper sensing danger and coming out quickly to grab it.
Assistant referee waves his flag as a foul against 11 Wonders. The foul on Neribi.
It's clearly been a masterful display from All Blacks. We just dominated the game in every department, doing the right things. Easy and simple, once making life difficult for 11 Wonders.
All Blacks give away possession. Here is Dankwa. Can they pull one back? Lomote! Good block by Clement Ayi. How did Lomote miss? You want to give credit to Clement Ayi for that reaction to the effort by Lomote.
Fatih will be quite disappointed how they gave the ball away, but Lomote, with all the experience, knowing an on-rushing goalkeeper could have taken his time, he just decided to go for the blast, eager for a goal. He did not even raise his head to see the position of the goalkeeper, but credit to Ayi. It was just quick, sharp and smart, rowing at Lomote to make that block. Brilliant goalkeeping. You can understand why he might be in some pain.
Frustration for Lomote and 11 Wonders as Clement Ayi keeps them at bay, with All Blacks hanging on to that 2-goal lead. The first of those 2 goals by Mensah going past Owusu Boakye, just sending it to the roof of the net for the opening goal. Lovely finish. You can watch it over and over again and you won't get tired. Brilliant finish. And that's the second goal. Great show of desire by Shadrach Arthur. Did well to just take advantage of the space in front of him. Apurapo failed to defend well, and Arthur Mensah just hitting a pass. Joba, a brace for him, and 2 goals for All Blacks.
But he take it back to that line-breaking pass from the right back, Opoku Jemfi. That was just defense splitting to find Shadrach, and all he had to do was to square the ball to Rudolph, who got the cushion for All Blacks. They're much more comfortable at this stage.
5 goals in 13 outings. Not a bad return for a player who has always possessed that quality as a top marksman. Comes into the top flight as a top scorer from the lower tier and just hit the ground running. Wants to make an impact in the top flight. It's difficult to tell where the All Blacks can hang on to him in the next season, considering the demands that even came after their qualification into the top flight.
I think they've made very good decisions with regards to their recruitment. And it's actually telling.
2 substitutions. So, All Blacks bringing on Andrews Kwenu, Solomon Aniok, Swansea Bafo, out for Yeboah Jr., and then Hafiz Al-Hassan. Solomon Aniok Nerebi. Hafiz will replace his captain, and Yeboah Jr. will take the place of Solomon Aniok Nerebi. It's a warm hug from his coach. Job well done, boys, but there's no more 9 minutes to play for. Andor. Edu must head our way for Wonders. Opoku Jemfi's effort rises above for a goal kick.
It's quiet at this point, 11 Wonders. will still be piling that pressure. They will be looking for that opportunity to get back into the game. But All Blacks have all it takes to run away with all 3 points at this stage. Just protect their lead, and they will be up and running with their second successive victory from this venue.
It was disappointment the last time around in the Premier League. They were held at home by Young Apostles, and it will be massive for them to go back to Swedru with the traveling fans with these maximum points. Awula. Edu Jumo. Osubuache. Isa. There's a foul against Rudolph Mensah for pushing Isa down.
Clearly a push. The referee was just right there, making that whistle blown.
Isa's cross headed away by the big centre back. Isa. Rudolph Mensah gives up. Andor. Tutu gets it away. Mohamed Isa all the way back to Joey Dujumo. Experienced player. Been with Wonders more than 6 seasons at Dujumo. Here is Lomote with a chance to pull one back. And again, it's Ayi denying Lomote. Dankwa. Daniel Lomote should have been on the score sheet at this point after the earlier miss and this very one. These are the chances you don't want to be missing, especially when you trail and it's 6 more minutes to wrap everything up.
You clearly see the smile on his face, not one of delight, but surprise and disappointment.
Here is Dankwa, takes on Opoku Jemfi, swings in across, is blocked by Oscar Mensah. Awere. It's a handball against Isa. Referee didn't spot it, but his effort has just gone outside for a goal kick.
You can see Emmanuel Edu hasn't considered a reaction from him. Not very much happy. He wanted something better than this. But they've been battered totally in this game. Nothing has worked to perfection for his side.
Also watch it. "85 minutes, 11 Wonders 0, All Blacks 2, a double from Rudolph Mensah. Edu Jamal for 11 Wonders. They've got 5 more minutes to get something from this game. Here is Lomote. Good charge into the box of one All Blacks. Lomote shoots, and again it's Ayi who parries it away. Afura Paul, and whistle goal. Infringement against Wonders. Flag is already up.
That was quite brilliant there from Daniel Lomote, bringing his experience. Powerful drive, nearly tearing away from Ayi. Just tried to parry it. And Afura Paul, quite surprisingly, he's been deployed as a centre forward in the final minutes of the game. Poor positioning from him. He's a centre back. He should be knowing how to position himself, not to be flagged.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and Emmanuel Edu decides to drop the centre back into the striking role. Emmanuel Boateng has made way for Ibrahim Hodu. For All Blacks, they go back to Swedru. next weekend on match day 14 to welcome Vision FC, and Wonders have a tricky journey to make to Bechem United to play against the home side at the Fosujiabo.
Oh, these are games that will be very much tough for each other, but for 11 Wonders, a tougher game.
Rudolph Mensah was trying to put one through for Hafiz. Joba clears the ball away. Ando, fouled by Mohamed Isa. No need to complain, Isa. He knows he's on a yellow card. You don't argue with the referee at this point.
Quite surprised that he's gone into it.
Rudolph Mensah will bow out on a high after those 2 goals, with this one expected to make the headlines all week when the conversation about match day 13 comes up. Great desire by Shadrach Atta, did well to score it to Mensah, and he does well to slot it past Joba for his 5th of the season, and a brace that hands All Blacks maximum points if nothing spectacular happens from the end of 11 Wonders.
It was always going to come, and he's really lived up to the party. Lots of questions about him for his side, but he's gradually growing into the pace, the level, and the demand of top-flight football.
We're into the final 2 minutes, and All Blacks hang on to the 2 goals scored by Mensah, who just went off. Dankwa Awere, Ahmed Isa, Afurapo loses the ball, and All Blacks will take possession.
I think it's been a game. Abdulaziz Aziz has distinguished himself, walking into midfield a couple of times to win possession, to create, with that ability, making him a very vital element of this All Blacks team.
I've seen some brilliant left backs in the Premier League, but Aziz is special in his own way. To Abdulaziz Aziz. He can see the corner, very uncharacteristic of him, unable to control the ball well, and Wonders will take advantage. Corner is taken quickly, but 2 balls on the pitch. Assistant ref is asking, 1 taken out. 6 additional minutes, and 11 Wonders have the next 6 minutes to get something from this game, as they trail by 2-0. It's Isa to take the corner. Isa's corner, Dankwa with a poor touch, and it's a goal kick.
Nothing seems to be working. Nothing is working for 11 Wonders. They are quite off that level they raised on Monday. Faulty passing, miscuing, heavy touches, prudent decision making in the final third, and finishing hasn't been desirable at all.
Clement Ayi for Boateng, Poku Jemfi, Ando loses the ball. Osubuache, there's a foul on Isa by Shadrach Atta.
I think there's no need to get into these challenges, and it's quite cool, unsportsmanlike.
The All Blacks midfielder John Ando goes down, and Issa was the first to go down. Helped back by Atta. And that off the ball incident getting Ando down.
So it was needed, as you can see, the rage there from Abdul Atiya Dari, clearly not happy.
So it was much ado about nothing. He just attracted the yellow card, and it's a silly card to concede.
Very silly, needless. And a competition that accumulation of yellow cards gets you suspended. You don't want to risk any of those, especially as an important part of your team.
Here is Lomote for Wonders. Ball is cleared away by Tutu. Here is Owusu Boakye. He's trying to dink one to his forward man. Dankwa. That effort by Abraham Hudu doesn't cause any problems for Swedru All Blacks. It'll be a sweet journey back to Swedru from Legon with the maximum points. Awere loses possession. Shadrach Arthur. Opoku Fosu. These guys are passing the ball really well in that midfield, and here they go in search of the third. Shadrach Arthur for All Blacks. He's got Dankwa to beat. That cross by Fosu Boateng is curtailed. Now Mohamed Issa Ewula. Issa Dankwa. Issa to Owusu Boakye. Here is Edu Jumo. Now Issa will bump forward. He puts one through to Abraham Hudu, and he's offside.
Everything has been perfect for All Blacks. They knew exactly how to get 11 Wonders running at them for the result. But they've just messed up their party. That run to halt. A very disappointing start to the season. Could just last for a game.
Foul for Wonders. They are putting everything into this game in the final 2 minutes, but they are just unable to create anything decent from their dominance in possession at this point. Awere Afurapo loses the battle. Here is Arthur. That's a silly foul. Frank Awere knew exactly what he was doing, Frank Awere. The moment he realized that Shadrach Arthur was on his bike, he had no option than to bring him down. This result will take All Blacks to the 10th position on the league log with 15 points awaiting the remaining matchday 13 games to be cleared tomorrow. And on Sunday, we've got interesting games coming up for you this weekend from Adisa Productions. We'll be live in Kumasi Abrankese tomorrow, where Nations will take on Heart of Lions. Then on Sunday, we'll be in Hohoi, where an exciting fixture awaits us between Hohoi United and Asante Kotoko. We're into the final seconds of this game as Wonders look for a consolation. Here is Dankwa. Dankwa shoots and is blocked.
Just spent too much time, a little too late, but decided to take that shot. And he eventually had no space to plant that ball through.
Final whistle blown by Abdul Latif Adari to end this matchday 13 fixture under the lights at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. From Swedru to Legon, they came, they saw, they conquered. The Black Magicians have beaten 11 Wonders, courtesy a brace from this chap, Rudolph Mensah. The first goal was a weldy, and the second was a close tap-in to hand All Blacks maximum points and lift them to the 10th spot of the league, at least before the remaining matches of match day 13. It's over here at the University of Ghana Stadium in Legon. Match day 13 fixture. 11 Wonders 0, All Blacks 2.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got a dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? His screamers the stadium. Was like for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
All right, so full time at the University of Ghana Stadium, and it's the home side that ended up on the losing side after 90 minutes. Swedru All Blacks are managing to get all 3 points in this particular fixture. Rudolph Mensah, he was unplayable throughout 90 minutes, and he scored all 2 goals for the visitors. I'm now here with the coach of 11 Wonders, Coach Emmanuel Edu. Coach, commiserations. Tough game for you, but how would you sum up this game?
What else can I say? We lost. We've lost. And that's it. Yeah, we did our best. I think the boys, they didn't play bad at all, but we lost. The gods of football have spoken. So be it.
When you last won your first game of the season on Monday, you spoke about the fact that you asked them for a birthday present, and they told you yes, they were going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Today, what was the motivation?
Yeah, like I told you, it's a mission. You know, we are on a mission. We are on a mission to escape relegation. And irrespective of the fact that we lost, it's not ended. We're still on the same mission. So we're taking it a step at a time. We're going to the drawing board and prepare for our next game.
You scored first in this game. Unfortunately, the ball was adjudged to have crossed the line for a goal kick. Do you think that was the moment, you know, the fighting spirit and everything just left? Because after that goal, minutes later, the opponent scored.
I don't think that was it. Because after that, we created a couple of chances, except that we did not take our chances. So I don't think that was a problem. You know, we scored. I don't know, the referee knows better. He said it's not a goal, he disallowed. We scored in the second half too. He disallowed. He knows better. For me, I am not in a position to judge the referee. Like I said, my boys didn't play bad, honestly, yes. Except that we didn't take our chances. And again, the gods of football have spoken. We've lost, and that's it.
Finally, do you feel there's pressure now coming on? 2 games now, you've won one, you've lost one.
No, not at all. What kind of pressure? No. We are, like I said, we won last time, we lost today. It's a marathon, right? So we are going to prepare for our next game, and nothing to worry about at all. I said, I used to tell the boys, no pressure, all right? We will do our best. We will continue to do our best. We will continue to work and do our best, and we'll get there. I said.
Thank you very much, Coach Emmanuel Edu, and I wish you all the best of luck in your subsequent game. So that's the head coach of 11 Wonders, and he is saying that he's not under pressure, even thinking of the fact that they scored and that goal was just cancelled. He believes that it's still a marathon league and they still have a lot of games to make amends. I'm now here with a winning coach who's a bit stoic, no smiles after winning, but Ahmed Fati joins me now. Coach, congratulations. Yeah, you spoke about the fact that you really want to win this game. This is your second straight away win for you this season. Is that this stadium becoming a home? Does it feel like a home for you now?
First of all, I hope to thank our President Attu that he giving all the understanding for me and for the teams, and he give all the chance to improve step by step, and we giving him this gift now, and I hope step by step we can climbing the table.
But looking at this performance with the way the team played 4-4-2 flat, Rudolph Mensah playing as the lone target man up front, was that the game plan and did it work to perfection for you?
Actually, for me, before we coming, we watch the team well. We know they always have behind them a lot of spaces. This is what we play about. We try always to use these spaces and to score, and we score 2 goals from same idea.
Now, before match day 11, there was pressure on you. There were rumors that you could be sacked. Now, do you feel after this series of wins and then also one in the FA Cup in midweek, you are now relieved and you can continue doing the work?
Look, to be honest, in football, you're always ready to suck. there is nothing I can, no secure, you know. So we working hard as we can. We try to get good results, and we try to have good communication with the club and with the president. And I hope step by step we can reach better results.
Now, talk to me about your 2-goal hero, Rudolph Mensah. Unplayable, red hot. He scored 5 now in the Premier League. What do you have to say about him?
Unbelievable player. Unbelievable player. He doing everything. He always do more than what we expected from him. He have very good mentality. He pushing himself, always motivate himself. Even the skills, what he always using, how he use, the time he using it, actually he's perfect for me.
Now you've risen to 10th on the league log. You think relegation is out of the picture now for Swedru All Blacks?
Look, we fight every game, look like we are the last team. We have to fight until we feel enough. When we feel enough, when the league finish.
Thank you very much. I wish you a safe journey back to Swedru. So that's Ahmed Fati. He is the head coach for Swedru All Blacks, and he believes that he's got one of the best finishers in the league in Rudolph Mensah, who has also been adjudged man of the match after scoring 2 wonderful goals, you know, to give Swedru All Blacks all 3 points now. And he joins me here. Rudolph, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
What a game. So much, what a game. But first of all, let me ask you about your performance. How do you sum up your performance today?
You're welcome back from the break, and it's been a very, very interesting encounter. Thankfully, Swedru All Blacks have showed their class, they've showed their rhythm, they've showed their style. Their supporters were there in their numbers to give them the support. 2 goals to the good. It ended at the end of 90 minutes. And Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, was the gentleman that brought smiles on the faces of the fans of Swedru All Blacks. Rudolph Mensah's 2 goals ensured that Swedru All Blacks, the magicians as they are known, go back to their base with a comfortable 3-point advantage. Was this the kind of result, Nanedu, you were expecting?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised All Blacks won the game by 2 goals to 0, because I've watched the 2 teams in the last 2 weeks in the Ghana Premier League. 2 weeks ago, I was at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium to watch Dreams FC against Swedru All Blacks. When All Blacks came there, they won that particular game. Just this Monday, I was at the same venue, watched 11 Wonders won against the same Dreams FC team. So I know these two teams are playing well, but All Blacks team, they've gotten some clinical finishers in their team. On a good day against any average team, they have a way to score.
Okay.
So I'm not really surprised Rudolph Mensah scored out 2 goals in the game against Wonders. They deserve to get the maximum 3 points today at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
All right, I'll be coming to Blackgate, but don't forget that today was celebrated as Farmers Day. And for those, for the project organizers or the project managers for the Cocoa Cup soccer tournament, they believe that it was a very good opportunity to also extend congratulatory message to cocoa farmers in this country. And as the presser they released has it, the management and organizers of the Cocoa Cup tournament Brazil 2027 celebrate and commemorate this day, Farmers Day, which is dedicated to all farmers. In Ghana now, special attention is focused on the cocoa farmers across the length and breadth of Ghana, whose commitment, passion have kept Ghana high on the global recognition. They highly appreciate the efforts and immense contributions in holding the economy, by extension, and the general development of the country. And so not only do we celebrate just the backyard farmers, but all farmers in general, particularly cocoa farmers. And it is for their hard work and dedication that we're going to be having the Cocoa Cup soccer tournament. This is coming up in Brazil in the year 2027, and Ghana is playing a leading role in that regard. Now, all stakeholders in the cocoa economy are equally appreciated, and it's our fervent hope that the impending Cocoa Cup soccer tournament will not only bring consuming and producing countries together, but it also throws more light in your achievements, challenges, as well as the unique roles you play in the various sectors of the society, particularly football, as we journey into the future. So congratulations to all farmers, especially cocoa farmers, and it is our fervent hope that the coming year will bring a lot of produce, a lot of increase, so that Ghana will take its rightful place when it comes to the society in terms of sports, in terms of agriculture, in terms of cocoa farming. Congratulations to all farmers. And of course, the football fraternity also doffs their hat for you. All right, we'll be wrapping up the show in just a couple of minutes, but we'll have to go back to the University of Ghana Park, because we've got the coaches on standby. They will be interviewed by our man on the spot, Josiah Okokwe, who will be finding out from them, especially how the game went after 90 minutes. Let's cross over to the University of Ghana Stadium now.
Side that ended up on the losing side after 90 minutes. Swedru All Blacks are managing to get all 3 points in this particular fixture. Rudolph Mensah, he was unplayable throughout 90 minutes, and he scored all 2 goals for the visitors. I'm now here with the coach of 11 Wonders, Coach Emmanuel Edu. Coach, commiserations. Tough game for you, but how would you sum up this game?
What else can I say? We lost. We've lost. And that's it. Yeah, we did our best. I think the boys, they didn't play bad at all, but we lost. The gods of football have spoken, so be it.
When you last won your first game of the season on Monday, you spoke about the fact that you asked them for a birthday present, and they told you yes, they were going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Today, what was the motivation?
Yeah, like I told you, it's a mission. You know, we are on a mission. We are on a mission to escape relegation. And in respect with the fact that we lost, it's not ended. We're still on the same mission. So we're taking it a step at a time. We're going to the drawing board and prepare for our next game.
You scored first in this game. Unfortunately, the ball was adjudged to have crossed the line for a goal kick. Do you think that was the moment, you know, the fighting spirit and everything just left? Because after that goal, minutes later, the opponent scored.
I don't think that was it, because after that we created a couple of chances, except that we did not take our chances. So I don't think that was the problem. You know, we scored. I don't know, the referee knows better. He said it's not a goal, he disallowed. We scored in the second half too. He disallowed. He knows better. For me, I am not in a position to judge the referee. Like I said, My boys didn't play bad, honestly, yes. Except that we didn't take our chances. And again, the gods of football have spoken. We've lost, and that's it.
Finally, do you feel there's pressure now coming on? 2 games now, you've won one, you've lost one.
Not at all. What kind of pressure? No. We are, like I said, we won last time, we lost today. It's a marathon, right? So we are going to prepare for our next game. And nothing to worry about at all. That's it. I used to tell the boys, no pressure, all right? We will do our best. We will continue to do our best. We will continue to work and do our best. And we'll get there, I said.
Thank you very much, Coach Emmanuel Edu, and I wish you all the best of luck in your subsequent game. So that's the head coach of 11 Wonders, and he is saying that he's not under pressure, even thinking of the fact that they scored and that goal was just cancelled. He believes that it's still a marathon league and they still have a lot of games to make amends. I'm now here with a winning coach who's a bit stoic, no smiles after winning, but Ahmed Fati joins me now. Coach, congratulations. Yeah, you spoke about the fact that you really want to win this game. This is your second straight away win for you this season. Is the stadium becoming a home? Does it feel like a home for you now?
Actually, now I feel like a home. I hope I will play all the games. First of all, I hope to thank our President Attu that he giving all the understanding for me and for the teams, and he give all the chance to improve step by step, and we giving him this gift now, and I hope step by step we can climbing the table.
But then, looking at this performance with the way the team played 4-4-2 flat, Rudolph Mensah playing as the lone target man up front, was that a game plan and did it work to perfection for you?
Actually, for me, before we coming, we watch the team well. We know they always have behind them a lot of spaces. This is what we play about. We try always to use these spaces and to score, and we score 2 goals from same idea.
Now, before match day 11, there was pressure on you. There were rumors that you could be sacked. Now, do you feel after this series of wins and then also one in the FA Cup in midweek, you are now relieved and you can continue doing the work?
Look, to be honest, in football, you're always ready to suck. there is nothing I can, no secure, you know. So we working hard as we can. We try to get good results, and we try to have good communication with the club and with the president. And I hope step by step we can reach better results.
Now, talk to me about your 2-goal hero, Rudolph Mensah. Unplayable, red hot. He scored 5 now in the Premier League. What do you have to say about him?
Unbelievable player. He doing everything. He always do more than what we expected from him. He have very good mentality. He pushing himself, always motivate himself. Even the skills, what he always using, how he use the time he using it. Actually, he's perfect for me.
Now you've risen to 10th on the league log. You think relegation is out of the picture now for Swedru All Blacks?
Look, we fight every game. Look like we are the last team. We have to fight until we feel enough. When we feel enough, when the league finish.
Thank you very much. I wish you a safe journey back to Swedru. So that's Ahmed Fati. He is the head coach for Swedru All Blacks, and he believes that he's got one of the best finishers in the league in Rudolph Mensah, who has also been adjudged man of the match after scoring 2 wonderful goals, to give Swedru All Blacks all 3 points now. And he joins me here. Rudolph, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
What a game. What a game. But first of all, let me ask you about your performance. How do you sum up your performance today?
I'm even short of words. I think it's an amazing day for me, and I think throughout the start of the season, I think we spoke, and I realized that I think a lot of people are going to say that we've started the season and we are not scoring, but I believe in being consistent. I believe in working hard, and I think I also want to thank my coach and my colleagues. I think they've trusted me. They've always had the faith in me that on any other day I can do my best. So I think today has been a very wonderful day for me, and I thank God for such a performance.
This is the second time you're playing here in the space of 3 weeks, and you scored 3 times in those 2 games. Against Dreams you won, today too you scored twice, you won. Do you feel that you're beginning to you're becoming the leader in this team? It's your goals you're thriving on.
From last season, I think I scored 27 goals in 30 games, and it's eminent that I've always been a leader. I've always been a supporter of the club as well. And for me, I think it's a step in the right direction. And I hope that I can continue scoring. I can continue leading the team. And as we are getting to the top.
Now, talk to me about the first goal. That's the goal I want to, because you sat two players down. The first player, I don't know if you slipped or it was the move, and the dummy to put the goalkeeper down as well before you just aim for the rooftop. Talk to me about that goal.
The last time we spoke, I told you that as a striker, you always should have the instincts of scoring goals. And I think sometimes you get the fantastic ones, sometimes you just get the normal goals. So I think it was a very amazing goal for me. I think, sometimes as a striker, you need to shake the defenders, you need to shake the goalkeepers a little bit. And it worked for me, and I'm happy that I could get such an amazing goal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Impressive work.
Oh, I love the interview with the young man, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But of course, those of you who know it's Christmas, you also understand why I'm calling him Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But that's his 2 goals that carries the blue ribbon for his team, Swedru All Blacks. They came, they saw, they conquered. But I also love the way he flows with the interview. He's very elated that he did well. Gentlemen, let's come back to the studio and then head for the end of today's production. But Blackgate, I'll start with you. I mean, you have witnessed the growth of certain footballers or some footballers. What do you make of the growth of Rudolph Mensah? Watching the game from a distance, took his chances, he kept his composure, hit the back of the net as and when he had to. I mean, precision at its finest.
Well, you see, if you look at a striker who has proper grooming from the grassroots, and he gets to that peak, it doesn't matter the terrain on which he is playing.
He will deliver.
It is part of him.
Sure.
So you just need to bring your qualities, your intrinsic motivation out of every single opportunity that's been given you. Players like this, they don't need a coach to motivate them. It's inside him. So he knows I can do it.
Yeah.
So he's self-motivated even before you put him into the game. You look at the interview, without mincing words, this is by far one of my top 2 best interviews I've seen a Ghanaian Premier League player granted.
Sure.
He spoke well, he's very eloquent, he's fluent in terms of the way he analyzes the game, the way he breaks his own patterns of play down for you to understand. So if you look at players like he tells you the kind of education that he has, the background that he's coming from.
Yeah.
So in terms of, you can blend the street, the football, and the human psychology itself, everything will work out perfectly for you. For him to score 27 goals in Division 1, to propel them to qualify into the Ghana Premier League this season.
Yeah.
He never took his foot off the pedal.
He's continuing from where
he's continuing. Mind you, all those who qualified into the Ghana Premier League, for now, the only one doing better than him is the captain of Hokwa United, Usman Safiano, who has 8 goals involvement, 4 goals, 4 assists. He is now having 5 goals. So if you look at him, you can tell that he's one that can play and play very well. Off it, Nana was telling me that this guy, he thinks he can win the Golden Boot, the top scorer of the Ghana Premier League. What he's doing, his exploit reminds us of Faisal Chawate, when he moved from Akachi All-Stars last season to Nations
straight
FC.
into the Premiership.
By the end of the first round, he was having 11 goals.
Yeah.
But the goals dried up in mid-second round of the season, because at that time, the leagues become much more tougher than the first round. Because those who were adjusting their feet will now get to know the rhythm of the game, know the patterns, they know how you attack and all those things.
Okay.
So the way he's playing, if the club were to go on that mission to avoid relegation, they will depend on his goals to carry them across the line. And I think the way he spoke, he's one of the players that they can look up to, and one of the players that we journalists and the Ghana Premier League itself as a package or a brand can look up to light up the Ghana Premier League in the 2025-2026 season.
All right, so it's going to be getting a lot more keener and a lot more better as we go along. And as Blackgate rightly said, there are more tougher games to be played. But we will always stay close to you. We will also stay close to the game and bring you nothing but the best in terms of the interesting and the intrigues of the local league. Currently happening away from this continent is the World Cup draw. Everybody is waiting with bated breath to see which of the groups Ghana will find itself and which of the teams will be in Ghana's group. And so we will not leave you out on that. But before we say a very final goodbye, congratulations once again to Swedru All Blacks. We've got key matches coming up tomorrow. Let's have the fixtures on the screen, and then we walk our panelists through it quickly, and then we can say a goodbye and join Donald Trump, His Excellency, and the rest of the world at the World Cup draw. So what are we looking forward to, Nanedu?
Big games coming on this particular weekend. Tomorrow at the Dr. Kwame Tia Sports Complex, Nations FC, being coached by the Premier League winner, Frimpong Manson, will be hosting Pando Heart of Lions. Bashir Hayford, former Premier League champion and one of the experienced coaches in the Ghana Premier League. And of course, Sunday, the biggest game in Hohoi, in the history of Hohoi, Hohoi United will be hosting Asante Kotoko. Remember, when Hohoi qualified for the Premier League, they played a friendly game against Asante Kotoko. Honorable Peter Mewu, hard-working, owner of Hohoi United, hosted Asante Kotoko in Hohoi. So it's a big game coming on Sunday.
There are other matches coming.
Yeah.
Well, what?
We are interested in those that are on TV.
Yes,
the live games.
Those are the games on TV. So I will be going to.
Okay, so you will be at Abrankese,
and Aboeba will be in.
You will be in Abrankese for the Nations match, Nations Heart of Lions game. How do you think that game will go?
Big game for Frimpong Manson. Looking at the way Nations are playing, and Frimpong Manson came in. He has won only one home game, drawn one at home, drawn one away. Out of the 3 games that he has played in the Ghana Premier League, and also won the FA Cup. Run of 64, so it looks like it's quite okay for Frimpong Manson. He has one of the top scorers in the Ghana Premier League. He's
going to be playing against his father.
Yes. Bashir Hayford is one of the experienced coaches. And last week, Ismail Ado had a good game in the Ghana Premier League. I'm hoping he will take that form to the Kwame Sports Complex to play the game against Nations FC. So big game in Kumasi. I take Nations to get a slim win or a 4-time draw.
Slim win, 4-time draw in the game between Nations FC and Pando Heart of Lions. Randy will not be too happy with you.
I know he wants to win the Ghana Premier League, but it's going to be a tight one.
Yes, sir. So let me cross over to Blackgate quickly, and then we'll call it wraps. And Blackgate, obviously, the Hohoi Stadium. I have told you that I haven't been there. I want to go there. Not particularly to watch this particular game, but just to accept how the fans have accepted Premiership football.
You will enjoy everything in Hohoi. Everything that will make you happy, that will make your blood boil. You will enjoy it in Hohoi.
See, let me tell you one thing. You see, you were not done asking the question, but Nanedu decided to answer the question. On Sunday, there's a big game in the Volta region, and it's not only about football. Nana, you've been there in terms of the atmosphere, in terms of the tourist attraction, the Tafi Atome Monkey Sanctuary, the Willy Waterfalls, the highest waterfall in West Africa.
Blackgate is okay.
All of them are in Hohoi. On Sunday afternoon,
Blackgate.
It's a big game.
Blackgate.
I want to take you there.
Blackgate. It is okay. If I give Blackgate the opportunity, we will talk sports. We will talk.
But let me say good evening to my godfather.
I'm coming. He will talk sports, he will talk entertainment, he will talk culture. Please, the draw is on.
Oh, wow.
World Cup. We are joining the feed any moment from now. But obviously, we are all hoping that Ghana will get a very strong group.
Yeah.
Because we need to show the world what we are made of. Blackgate, what do you think? There's a gentleman in my studio who has already mentioned Spain to be in Ghana's group.
Well,
maybe he's a soothsayer. He's seen it.
If you look at the draw, so far as you have been put in the heart, anything can happen.
Sure.
So the most important thing is for you to prepare well. Pray that you get your best players fit. They should be playing properly. Then you can be ready to now play the best, beat the best, compete for the honors, and go as far as you can. Because in the FIFA World Cup, the more you go, the more money you get.
The more money you get, that's true. And so the gentleman, the gentleman and the lady you see on the screen are also making some money into their pocket. And we are sitting here and thinking that Spain, England, etc. will also make some money. But anyway, let's do a very quick break, and as we bounce out of the GPL column. And when we come back, we're joining the action for the World Cup draw 2026. We'll be back in a moment. Do stay with us.
If you want the best practical school to attend, then I will recommend Flash Prime Media Institute to you. Here, we offer practical courses like broadcast journalism,